y'all? How's it going? What is up? I'm back. Had some. I was switching some things around on Twitch and started my audio over there, so my bad on that. What up? It's us. We back. It's another weekend. Panda Pandemonium. The rest of the crew. Vocab. Rob.
Yeah.
Jay, unfortunately, won't be with us this weekend. He's enjoying the married life right now. So he's they had a anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. So they out on the internet waves. Hopefully he'll jump in. You know how he does. He randomly pop up on us and all that jazz.
He be doing that.
He definitely be doing that. He's a shiny Pokemon of the bunch.
Hell yeah.
You should start calling him that. He's got to draw a copy of him that's shiny now. Like when he does his chibi, he does have a shiny version.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, but how's y'all week been going?
Going good. Can't complain.
That's what's up.
It's been a rough weekend, dude.
I'm sorry.
Back out, chest out, just all types of pain. But we here.
But we here. We here. That's what's up. We got a lot of news.
So much news. So much.
It's been a week.
It has been a week. I think everybody, literally almost everybody, dropped something, at least for the next 6 to 8 months minimum. Yeah. At least.
Yeah, you're good. You're good to about springtime right about now.
Yeah. I think everybody's got their releases out until then. So we got Nintendo Direct, their fall one. They've been really good about dropping 2 a year too, though. Like their fall Nintendo Direct. We had the 505 games release. We had the Sony State of Play that came through. We had, this one was a new one for me, the GDoC Expo Direct 2022, which is Game Developers of Color Expo, which we will talk about that in a little more detail and kind of what it is, how it is, and all that jazz. If you've not heard of it, I just found out about it personally. I think it's great. Some of the gameplay they had on there was amazing. So yeah, we'll definitely get into some of those. We have our general news, of course, as always. We'll hit into that. But yeah, anything y'all wanna touch on before we really like jump in?
I could jump into something real quick, and then we can jump into the games.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Pokemon anime news: Ash actually pulled the upset.
Oh, word.
What
we got?
Ash defeated Cynthia.
Ash beat Cynthia.
He actually beat her. They actually gave him the dub.
They gave him the dub.
They gave him the dub.
So he's going against Leon for the number one in the world.
Do y'all know what that means? Our guy, since he's been around for what, 25 years now?
99.
99? I'm an 85, baby, so I was what, 6?
I was 86.
When my guy came up? So yeah, he literally, yo, what up, Duke? What up? So he finally.
What up, dude?
Got that dub.
He getting his roses. So what that tells y'all out there that are listening is that even no matter how old y'all are, you can still succeed. Yeah. Ash can do it. You can do it. Because that's what we was waiting for. Because that's what we was all waiting for. What up, Monty? How's it going? Appreciate you swinging through. We good.
We got people on the last ride here. We got Ash winning. We got One Piece on the last arc. I mean, we had some interesting times.
Good times. This is our whole childhood. Our whole childhoods are coming back and like wrapping up finally. Is odd. I don't know how I feel about it. Bleach thing came back like for the final arc.
Bleach back.
In like a year and a half, 2 years. You know what I mean? Like Vegeta beat Goku, right? Like, what is going on? Like I feel like an era is coming to an end, and I don't know how I feel about that.
We old, bro. We old.
We're getting old. Yeah, I mean, Ash actually pulled the W. People wanted that back 10 years ago.
Listen, Ash ain't the only one that's almost 40,
He was
bro.
10 years old. Come on now.
Ash is not the only one that's almost 40.
Right. Right. I'm like, we've been waiting for this man to win for forever.
Yeah, I mean, he won the Alola League, which was cool. Now he on shit. Like, he top dog, top dog in the world now. So.
Right.
That's good because Ash low key the only anime character that don't get plot armor, bro.
Yo, I've been seeing people debate that all week.
Like this nigga just they were we'll give him a dub, give him a couple L's.
Right. Give him another dub. Give him a minor dub.
You know what I'm saying?
Take all these L's.
I mean, what's next? I mean, we know
Pokemon, lose 5 Pokemon randomly. Like he was about to sweep. If his original 5 crew came back, he would have swept everybody. I don't care what nobody says.
True.
I don't care what nobody says. But if every Pokemon that left him for good reason came back, bruh.
Gary's been Gary's not a professor. No, he's a professor assistant, or he's a professor.
At this point, yeah. Right, and then don't get me started on Gary.
Yeah, we're in a different era now.
Gary a grown ass man.
Man, no, from the day I turned on Pokemon Red, bro, and Gary popped on my screen, I was like, I'm not gonna like this man. I'm not gonna like this man. He came out the gate talking trash, and I'm sitting here like,
hey, sometimes you gotta
run him in the ground.
So on site. Like, I know Gary could get it, but this man been doing the greatest. He been out living his life and everything. Following.
Look, I'm gonna make a statement that's going for all the sports people. They gonna understand. You said since Red came out, Gary been talking shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who is known to be the greatest shit talker in basketball? Gary Payton. Okay?
Yep.
It's the Garys, my nigga. It's the Garys.
It's the Garys.
It's the Garys.
So just shout out to Ash. I mean, he came through. His Mega Lucario actually got the dub for him.
Okay. Ash was not slow. That's the thing. Ash cared deeply for everybody. Like, that man is a true GOAT he's a Mother Teresa of Pokemon. Like, for real.
True.
That man took care of everybody on the whole way. He stopped doing what he was doing every 20 seconds to help somebody else. And end up and what do? They don't even get this man plot armor. They couldn't even give him plot armor.
He don't get no kind of armor.
Nothing.
I mean, Ash is like early Dragon Ball Goku in a lot of ways.
Right.
That's facts.
What did Bonnie say? She said how the only time the rivalry thing backfired. See, I don't even like. Okay, so here's my thing. When it comes to the rivalry in Pokemon, there were rivalries in Pokemon, but it was never with Gary. Like, he was just there.
I think Gary was just there though.
Like, Gary had a rivalry with Ash. Ash was like, Gary who? Like, I got bigger things to do today, bro. I'm like, yeah, no. Do you see these, Jim? I got ish to do.
The real rival for Ash was Paul. Let's keep it a buck. That was his real rival.
Oh yeah, Paul. That was definitely his rival.
They were philosophically different. That's that's low key that's a key to a rivalry. Philosophical difference is always the best rivalry.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ash for beating Cynthia and something we all wanted back in the Sinnoh anime. We got what we wanted.
Yeah. Finally got that. Now comes the real fun.
Can he beat Leon?
Leon. That's gonna be the real thing.
If they're going by the games, Ash is gonna win.
I hope just let the man retire. Just let my guy retire. That's all I'm asking. He was the and Ash was asked to. Gary was Ash was asked to.
I feel that.
Excuse me. I'm with it. I can see it.
I mean, what next? I mean, we know One Piece is in the Case Closed might be next. I'm talking about stuff that came out around that era. I mean,
nigga, Case Closed.
If Case Closed ends, like, that's gonna be a whole nother. That's a.
I mean, shoot.
I mean, it's about time for them to close the case, bro.
True.
They the only anime with over fucking 1,000 episodes and shit.
I mean, hell, even Hunter x Hunter's coming back manga wise. I mean, hell.
Hunter x Hunter's coming back. Yeah. I
mean, rumor has it Tagashi finally broke down and got some assistance. He finally broke down. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get some assistance so we can finish the story out. All I know is the big three are back. It wasn't like they left, but the big three are back. Yep. And I can't wait for that day when all three of them are airing together simultaneously. I just want one crossover. That's all I want.
That'd be fun. Just one time for the one time.
One time for the one time.
I mean, there's one that never stopped.
True. Though people don't want to acknowledge that, but it's true.
You know, it's one time for the one time, but it is what it is.
One time.
Yeah.
But so we, like we said, we had a lot of stuff we're gonna get into. We was talking Pokemon, so we might as well go ahead and let's go ahead and open it up there. If you cool with that, Rod?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right. The one thing I know we definitely had on books, let me switch it up here for us, is we had that new Lucario. Was it actually Lucario?
Yep, that just came out. I haven't grabbed it yet.
Okay, give me a second. I got the image for y'all so y'all can get y'all. Nope, that's the win list. Where is it?
Oh, keep that one. That's an interesting one. That was an interesting
I'll go here.
one.
You can go ahead and do that while I look for the.
This is just for the Pokemon World Championships. This is how his team has done. Which, looking at this, kind of surprised me. I didn't know Pikachu was 12-3. I did not realize that.
Oh, Pikachu! No
disrespect, money.
I feel bad for Gengar though. Low key, I kind of feel bad for Gengar. That's what I feel bad for. Dragonite got screwed, but that's Ash's fault.
Gengar should not have lost the way he did. I will give you that 100%.
That's crazy. Put some respect on Gengar's name, bro.
Yeah.
And put some respect on Gengar's color, too.
True.
Not you said put it on his color.
Dragonite got screwed, but I mean, Ash got caught slipping. He ought to known better with that Hypnosis Cream in a combo. I'm sorry. He ought to known better with that one.
He didn't pull it on so many people so himself. Like, it made no sense why he didn't expect it to come. That's my thing.
You from Kanto. You ought to know Hypnosis Dreamer.
Bruh. Hold on. Didn't they have a whole series where he got Gengar in the first place? Like, when he got him as
to beat Sabrina back in the day, but that was it. That was like a loner Pokemon. You only have for like a hot minute.
Or Haunter. Yeah, when he had Haunter when he was beating Sabrina. Yep.
Surfetch did his thing. I mean, he the one who got Garchomp low, but Surfetch's gimmick is a crit hit master. I mean, it's some of the better moves it has. I think it has an ability where like its critical hits are higher than normal. So a couple of crit hits, doesn't matter who you are, you get crit hitted. That's it. You putting a hurt on somebody.
Oh yeah, it's a done. It's a done.
Pokemon RPG, you get crits. That's it. But I feel bad for Gengar. That's who I do feel bad for is Gengar. That's who I really feel bad for.
Yeah, Gengar definitely. Monty said Ash lost some weight and put some respect on Naruto and Boruto. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all know me. Mm-hmm. I'll put respect on Naruto all day long, but this kid got some growing to do. I'm sorry. I still got to watch the show. He can't even keep me to watch his show. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm bad. I will eventually watch it all. I will. But I kept hearing about all that. That's a whole other conversation. We're not gonna break the Pokemon conversation yet. I'll break it down later.
That's another topic for another day. But
another conversation.
But the thing is, like Go ahead, Panda. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, no. You good. We will do it. I may even do it on the stream in Discord one week, just so y'all can. I prove to y'all that I will watch it. Okay.
No, honestly, when it comes to Boruto, we'll get back to the Pokemon stuff. With Boruto, I always said that the anime wise, he's just Damian Wayne at the start. That's all he is. If you know DC, if you know DC Comics, you know Damian Wayne. That is the Boruto at the start. That is Boruto. I've been saying this for years now. Anime Boruto at the start is Damian Wayne. That's all he is.
I'm with it. I am with it, yo. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Like, if you know DC Comics, you know Damian Wayne, watch Boruto. The similarities at the start, he eventually becomes a better character, but honestly, Boruto should have been Sarada's series. Should have been Sasuke's daughter that was the main character. I'll keep that up. I'll keep that a buck. You'll see it more in the anime Panda as you go along. You're like, damn, I kind of wish it was Sarada or even Boruto's sister. Honestly, she's got some.
Now
better.
I could have easily seen that. Like,
Himawari?
Himawari as the show.
I
probably would have liked it more with her than Boruto. He's.
Let me tell you something about Boruto, okay? Why I don't fuck with him. The nigga disrespectful, okay?
Thank you.
First of all, let any one of us try to talk to our dads the way this nigga be talking to Naruto. Okay?
Right?
You coming back with Villalago because you done got the black smacked off you, first of all. Okay?
I'll say this about Boruto. He gets humbled, and when boy gets humbled, I'm not gonna go to manga spoilers because he got humbled in a lot of ways. But honestly, when it comes to Boruto, watch the anime because the manga is kind of like a Cliff Notes version. The characters are a little bit more developed in the anime than the manga, which is saying a lot that the anime has more fleshed out characters than the manga. That's saying a lot.
That is. Well, I mean, they got the time though. They got the time to do it, and they had the opening to do it. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. I get it, but. Yeah.
One of my things is my thing is I wish they didn't do that flash forward at the start. I think it's been one of Boruto's biggest problems, low key, but that's another story for another day.
Look at this. Monty over here talking about so she liked the disrespect.
We all about Boruto disrespect. I mean, boy got humbled, but like I said, but going back to
like
this,
Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when he first moved into the house. Boy, you better understand how this is.
I can see that. I can see that.
You understand who house this is? There's Uncle Phil stepping in. You better know who house this is.
That
reminds me. I gotta watch the remake of Bel-Air. That reminds me. But getting back into this, like Ash, like Pikachu and Lucario been like carrying Ash this whole tournament low key. Like I said, when you look at the record, like damn, Dragonite he got screwed by Cynthia. I mean, all of them dropped to Cynthia except Lucario. If you think about it, every Pikachu gone, Dragonite gone, Gengar. I know Gengar's 5 and 6. I mean,
if it was going to drop, at least it was to Cynthia. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what? I wouldn't even been mad. I'm like, cool. You know it's Cynthia.
Right.
I wouldn't even been mad.
Cynthia. I'm with it. All right. Like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, I was just thinking about. I was looking at when Scarlet and Violet come out. We still don't have anything for the anime yet. They've been very quiet about the promotion for the Gen 9 anime, which, as I've been saying the last couple of weeks, I think this is Ash's last ride. I've been saying that.
So here you go. This is kind of what you was talking about here, Reese, just then, about the whole setup from Ash. The ANET, they had dropped this, and they were talking about what you were just saying about him and Cynthia being like that iconic battle.
Mm-hmm.
However, they're saying she's decided not to stop.
That's only a few other anime protagonists that probably pull off something like that. Luffy's probably one of them. Maybe Goku, and I'm probably stretching up those two.
Goku's never gonna stop. I'm sorry.
No, but would he inspire someone to not retire though? I can see Luffy.
Oh yeah, he is. Easily. I mean, honestly, I think he did that almost every series. Like, had they not been villains, Goku's, and this is another thing we can get into later, I wanted to bring up, was Goku's ability, Goku's purity is what made him Goku.
True.
Right? It wasn't the fights. We love the fights and all that, but Goku's purity is what made him Goku. It's the same thing we like in Luffy. You know what I mean? It's the same thing we liked in Naruto. It was their purity. And like as a person, their purity was like on a whole nother level, right? They had circumstances that brought that demon out of them. Because that's literally what happened every time. You know what I'm saying? The demon was brought out of them for various things that happened. But their purity as a person was like A1.
Side note, Goku is pure?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, early. He's a pure fighter. He's pure-hearted. Goku might be a lot of things, but one thing he is pure. He might be a bad father. He might not be.
Can you be pure and be a bad father? Can you?
But he can. But you can. So I remember we had that bad father conversation. I also was one of the main ones saying that Goku isn't really a bad dad. Like, he wanted his son to go the path he wanted to go. It's a typical parental argument. I want my kid to be a martial artist because I'm a martial artist. She wanted her kid to be a doctor because she was raised in books with her dad. I mean, she was the Ox King's daughter.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Being neglectful is not being a good dad.
But is being dead neglectful? I mean, he was dead.
Well, nigga,
the
who
first
told you
series, he was dead.
Who told you I to die?
I mean, he was protecting his family.
He be looking to die.
Ain't that what a husband's supposed to do?
This nigga be looking to die.
Supposed to do? Like, he was fighting an alien invasion and died. Like,
this nigga be dying when he not fighting the alien invasion.
All right, we're not talking about later in the series. We're talking about immediately.
Okay.
Initially.
Oh, okay.
Even when he come back to life after that, it was more of a, I got to prep for the next evil thing. And if that's the case, let's be honest. If he didn't prep, no one else was going to do it. So,
we've seen too many timelines where that happened.
Right. He was still taking care of his kid, even though it didn't look right. He said he didn't know how to be a dad because he had no role models. That's a false, Monty. That's a false. Because Grandpa Goku was that dude.
You mean Grandpa Gohan?
Gohan, yeah. Grandpa Gohan was that dude. Like.
Probably not the right. Grandpa Gohan, yes, but maybe other male around him, probably. I think I see what Amani's trying to say.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I see where she's coming from. Yeah.
All he knows is how to fight. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Like, Grandpa Gohan taught him to save himself. He taught him how to protect himself and protect others as well. He didn't teach him the real world because he didn't live. Grandpa Gohan lived in the what? He lived in the swamps and the jungles.
Yeah, in the mountains. He had to defend himself living out there.
So like they knew, but they didn't know. No, you know.
It sounds like excuses to me.
His real dad. Okay, now his real dad. Monty. So you got to remember. What's it? I forget his name.
Bardock.
Bardock. Bardock is his dad.
I always want to say that's his brother.
Raditz.
You're thinking of Raditz.
Raditz. There we go. Raditz is the brother. I was forget. So Bardock sent him off like they sent Superman off. That was how he got sent
with Superman either.
But it's not that his dad didn't teach him. He couldn't teach him. His planet was about to die. Like, I'm trying to save my kid. I'm gonna do what I can.
We talking about Goku.
No, I'm talking about Goku. She said her dad sent him off to fight the planet. It was like, yeah, he sent him. He left him as a baby to fight, but he kicked him off planet to save him. Like,
yeah, he did. He did something most Saiyans don't do. They care about their kids. Saiyan characters are like,
great.
Yeah, he had to win something battles when he wanted. He had it was on a whim. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna save my kid. Like, that was a whim.
And now Saiyans, they did raise their kids. Now they might not have raised them in the best atmosphere, but Vegeta, I mean, he had a dad. His dad raised him to be a fighter. And the Prince of Saiyans. Like, his dad did that. Broly's dad.
That nigga's the Prince of Saiyans.
Now, Broly's dad is a piece of
raised him. Like, he raised him. Like, so you can't say they didn't raise their sons.
Because they don't raise them in the right manner.
No, it's on Monty. Yeah, Monty's talking about they didn't raise their sons. Yeah. Like, Broly's dad, the whole thing about Broly was his dad raised him the way he did. Like, they raised their sons.
He's a psychopath. Even though I love him.
Now, I wouldn't say Broly is a psychopath. I would not say Broly's a psychopath. He just was not raised right.
Base level Broly is a psychopath, okay?
Not super, maybe not. Maybe
no, he's not base level Broly.
Base level. Black-haired, tiara on the head, Broly.
Yeah, he's not a psycho. He was a very compassionate individual.
Oh, is that what we call psychopaths these days?
Who y'all snapped him by killing his dad? Like,
listen,
But who wouldn't go off if they saw their dad get murked? Who wouldn't go?
You killed my daddy. I'm gonna go
I ain't say he wasn't justified to become a psychopath. I just said the nigga a psychopath, bro.
Oh, yeah, but you say he was a psychopath at base level, and I'm like, nah,
yeah,
not
at base level, my nigga.
Maybe the Dragon Ball Z version of Broly, but not super.
Black hair, tiara on the forehead.
Right.
He's talking about DBZ Broly.
Psychopath, okay?
DBZ Broly, yeah, I would agree. Super Broly, no.
Nah, Super Broly, that's my nigga. Hell, even DBZ Broly, once he went sane, Super Saiyan, that my nigga too. Oh, big old brolic ass green head motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
We gotta come back. We gotta circle back to this.
And this is why we never get through everything on our list. This is why. It's great. Right. I love it.
Yeah. Let's circle back. Let's pin that and say that discussion for another day.
Hold on. So if we're gonna pin that discussion, I'm gonna throw this little cue ball in there, and then we can pin it. I'm gonna pin it with the rest of it. You ready?
All right.
Vegeta doesn't deserve to ever have gone Super Saiyan. He should never have gone Super Saiyan because it says they had to be pure of heart to become Super Saiyan. That was the original lore from Dragon Ball.
What we now gonna do is try to pin it after you slander Vegeta's name. Okay? We not doing this, sir.
As a wise man once said, when in doubt when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, just go with Team 4 Stars version because it makes a hell of a lot more sense.
I'm not gonna lie. You got a point. But it's real though. But like he shouldn't have been able to. But hold up. Pause. Did Monty really just say this?
Yes, I believe you. I agree.
I agree. Pure what of heart? Pure vengeance of heart?
Pure unadulterated badass.
Hatred
exactly.
of heart? Like
pure. His emotions were pure as hell. Was the emotion anger? Yes.
No. Pure of heart is not pure.
It was pure.
Pure hatred? Pure.
It's pure. It's pure. Ain't nothing to say. That to be pure, you gotta be good. You gotta be. He's pure aggression. The man is pure aggression, pure hatred, pure vengeance, pure anger.
I'm gonna get to that in a minute, Duke. Don't worry. Go ahead, Rob.
Oh no, I'm just agreeing with him with vocab. That's why I was doing that.
Exactly, it's pure.
Pure of heart. It's the thing he's pure of heart, not pure of hatred, not pure of assassination, not pure of I want to kill everybody.
It says he gotta be pure. That's all it says.
Pure of heart.
Pure of heart.
It does say pure of heart. It does say pure of heart.
His heart was pure of vengeance and anger
and resentment, and he was just pissed that he was the one.
Pure resentment that he was not the one. Like I'm just saying, by the original lore, he shouldn't have been able to change.
But that was Toriyama who likes to flip shit on the fly. So that means,
of course, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying what would have happened though had they went with that original lore that they brought into the story. Like that was what the story was originally made from. You know what I'm saying? Everything up until Goku turned was he had to be of pure heart, and that's why none of them before him had ever done it.
Listen, all I'm saying though is pure. Is not mixed or adulterated with any other substance or material. This nigga was pure vengeance.
Yep.
Okay, so I will say this. So Monty's statement here is the only reason why I feel that they allowed him to do it later in the series. Because he eventually started to care for things. However, all I'm saying is, based on the original, he shouldn't have been able to turn. Because the first time he turned Super Saiyan was because he trained. It wasn't because he was pure nothing. He had just beat a kid and been Majin and went to go to Majin to get back at somebody. Like,
okay,
let's think about this.
Nah, but no one had that ass whooping coming. Let's keep it a buck. He told all that yik yak.
There's no pureness is all I'm saying.
Think about it. How many kids you know would have talked like Gohan did the Vegeta and wouldn't have gotten their ass whipped? Let's keep it a buck.
Listen, they all be beating on kids.
Yeah, we're gonna have to circle back to this Dragon Ball.
I'm
not saying Gohan wasn't reckless with the mouthpiece. I'm not.
You get that from Chi-Chi. That's where you get that from.
I mean, between Chi-Chi, Goku, and Piccolo, I mean, he had 3 parents. Let's be honest.
He had 2.
He had 2, and Goku was just there.
And Goku was there.
Goku created him, but he only had 2 parents.
Goku just a pappy. Goku just a pappy.
Goku dropped the seed off.
I mean, shit, we just got a good example in the superhero movie. I don't know how long we going. Like I said, you see Dragon Ball superhero, even Piccolo gets in his ass a little. It Gohan has a little bit about it. So,
Trunks is definitely more reckless as a kid than Gohan.
He gets that from Bulma. He gets that,
but that's Bulma. That's dead Bulma.
That's definitely Bulma.
I do have to go back to this though, because I didn't want to miss it. Where Duke was like, "Yeah, let's make sure we talk about how
Gohan uses special beam cannon." Yeah, I wonder who he got that from. His dad,
daddy,
his dad, his real dad,
his real dad, right?
Yeah.
That's one of those. It's just like
not his father, but his dad. Because there's a difference.
Oh man,
that's another conversation for another day.
It is. All right.
But today was brought to you by water, Gatorade, and Guinness Stout.
And I'll throw in a little Minute Maid fruit punch as usual. Gotta go with the classics.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
All right.
And the trick is My Hero.
My Hero.
Another franchise that's almost at the end too. So
yeah,
this is true. They are coming to their end. So anyway,
it is ending.
We got a lot. We entered a new era with a lot of anime. That's for sure. It's gonna be a lot of open room with some anime.
Yeah,
let's keep your eye out. It's gonna be some bangers coming out. Hopefully in the next couple of years. We hope and pray.
Oh yeah. Speaking of updates, this actually is a little bit of additional clarification from what Monty was saying. You are correct. We did get some more stuff out. They are doing 52 episodes total across 4 arcs, 4 different breakdowns.
13.
I don't agree with it. I still don't agree with it. Like I said last week, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna. What the heck just happened? How did that?
So it's gonna be four arcs of 13 episodes each.
Yep, pretty much.
I mean, it could be possible though. I mean, I don't know how many of these chapters were like just nothing but fighting and action. A lot of Naruto chapters, when there was a lot of action, they could do 6 chapters. They do 6 chapters in one episode if there's nothing but fighting. Even My Hero's done it a couple of times. They've done 6 chapters in one episode.
I mean, unless they banging out, if they blade to blade the entire time, I'm with it. Don't get me wrong, right? If they're blade to blade the entire time, I'm with it. But it's Bleach, right? Like,
which means it's not going to be blade the entire time.
We're going to need at least 4 or 5 episodes of figuring ish out per segment. Per segment. So at least 20 of those are going to be them figuring shit out before the fight, during the fight, or after the fight. So that's almost half. For them to say these last 52 episodes is a third of the manga, a third of the total manga for Bleach. And you're going to break it down to 52 episodes?
I'm cramming that bitch.
Like Rod said, if they do all fights, I can see it, and I can see that. I can also see this being fight heavy, because he did just get his final Bankai right at the end of...
Bankai!
Right before. You got to put the space in there. It don't count. Don't count without the space. There's a whole difference. But, like, so if they're coming in blood, like, if they come in for blood day 1, bet.
It's probably the only way they can do it. Like, that's the only way I can see it, because they're not going to have, like, do 5 episodes and then the rest of the season just be filler. Bleach is notorious for that, and I don't think they're going to do that, because people will just be pissed to be Attack on Titan all over again.
Oh yeah, no, that's not going to happen. That can't happen.
There will be riots. There will be riots. Oh
yeah, and Disney, if that happens, Disney will not. Okay, I will say this, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's say that happens, because Bleach is notorious for filler, right? And you know me, even I say, if I'm saying Bleach got filler, you know it got filler, because I'm the first person to be like, that's just background for the story, right?
And I'm usually the same way with certain animes too, like Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh. Actually, some of the better Yu-Gi-Oh! OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Filler arcs were better than the actual series, but that's another discussion for another day.
Right, it's backstory for your character. You know, like you getting to learn the person, figure out their motives, things of that nature. But my thing is this: if they fill 25 episodes of this with filler content, and they're only giving us 52 total, and they're not bringing nothing else after that, this is the end, like end all be all, and we didn't wait 10 years for this. Disney will have hell to pay because we're not gonna blame. You get what I'm saying?
But Disney's only distributing. They're going to get the smoke because they're the bigger company out of everybody, and I get that.
Right.
All right, so
we're gonna blame Disney straight out. We're blaming Disney because we know that they had something to do with it. We're not gonna blame Titan. We're not blaming Kubo for this. We won't.
You won't blame Shueisha. You won't blame Marriott. You'll blame Disney.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So Monty said 164 Bleach is 366 or filler. So, okay, now, again, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Now, that's 2/3. They got the filler. That's 2/3, technically, right?
A third of it, I'd say, yeah. So filler's a third worth of show, and then we got the last third that we're doing right now.
Okay.
Even
I'm trying to get that. You're cutting it close. I see your point now, Pen. Now I'm seeing that math. I can see your point. You're cutting it a little close.
That's a. If you gave me 100 episodes, I'd be okay.
Honestly, I can see 75 myself. I
can give you that, sure, because that means there's 25 episodes of conversation just to build the story, and 50 episodes of fighting and other stuff.
I have a question though, based on something you said. This is a little fun question. So you said you could see there being a lot of fighting because he just got his Bankai, his latest Bankai.
Right.
So what is, and this goes out to the fans too, what is your favorite Bankai?
Oh, I didn't get that far in Bleach to see Bankai, so I can't answer.
Dang, favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be honest with y'all. I stopped at Rescue Rukia because I got bored of the anime. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's where I stopped.
It's all good. Like once you got into the Bankai, it sped up a little bit. So I will say.
All right, so to help, I'll say what mine is. Mine is Senbon Zakura, which is Byakuya's.
Okay, yeah, Byakuya's.
That's my favorite Bankai. It's just dope as fuck.
So it's a. I got 3.
Okay.
I got 3. Grimjaw's Bankai.
Who?
Grimjaw.
Okay.
From Hekomundo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Coyote Starks.
2
Guns and the Wolves. Hekomundo. And when Bleach goes full hollow with the horns.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass one.
Like with the horns. When he goes full hollow with the horns.
Okay.
Should give y'all an idea here. I'll start pulling some of these for y'all so y'all can get some images.
All right. And remember though, I'm asking favorite, not what you think is the strongest.
Yeah. No, these are my favorite ones.
Yeah, just favorite. Like when you see it, you like, nigga, that shit. It just make me feel good in my soul.
Yeah, you're right. It made you feel good in your soul.
Let's
see here.
That's why I like Byakuya's because his shit is pretty as fuck, but the shit deadly as fuck as well. I mean, when you turn cherry blossoms into fucking blades, nigga, that you can't see.
Yeah.
That's some deadly shit, my nigga. That's some fucking deadly shit.
Like you can breathe. You could have breathed his stuff in.
Literally,
and you would never know.
Breathing in that shit.
Right. Here's a symbol.
Oh, that's a wind? Yeah.
And basically the blades will come up off the ground and then just break into a million. Each one will break into a million petals of metal. just like floating through the air.
It's like it's just a million fucking razor blades just fucking flying around per blade. Per right. It's fucking.
There you go. That right there.
Okay. Somebody says Symbolocracy. Motherfuckers, they understand pure beauty. And
GDoC.
okay, that's a good one too. I like that one.
Not a joke. I'm not gonna lie. Like
that's a good one.
Yeah, GDoC Bankai was not, especially the first time you saw it. Here, I'll pull it up here for y'all. The first time you saw that bad boy come out, the first one, when he said, "Oh, I want the smoke."
Oh, the Country Codes one,
yeah.
This shit.
I was just like, oh,
that shit deadly as hell too, bro. It's the like deadliness, bro.
All of that is like venom and poison, and all of that
shit
is
ugly as hell too,
bruh.
When it's ugly, you know what I'm saying? It's either ugly or it's beautiful.
One of the two.
Right.
This was Starks with the wolves.
Yeah.
And he just had a pack of wolves that just came out of nowhere and came for yours.
Out of nowhere.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That is kind of cool.
Right.
I just can't hear, nigga. Just a bunch of wolves out here. All alpha. No
and then my boy Grimjaw, he was a human leopard, is what he was.
You know we fuck with leopards out here. I mean, I'm a jaguar, so you know we fuck with leopards.
Like his whole body turned into a human cat person. Like it was just he went in.
Human cat. Bro.
Hey, what up, Jay? Told you he was gonna pop in.
You're right.
So, Jay, you've been deemed the shiny Pokemon of the group.
Oh,
so we
see
the shiny version of the
shiny Pokemon.
Oh, I can tell my story. Hey, and with Jay in the chat, I can tell my story. So, Jay, I got a story for you. Me and Shaniqua, we were out shopping today. Actually went to a GameStop, a game store, actually. So we're buying like getting Shaniqua a board game for her birthday. And, you know, we're looking around and the shop guy, I was looking around and the guy said, I was acting like, yo, where the Pokemon cards? I mean, not Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh cards at? He says, you know what? We don't sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards because the customers are assholes. Pretty much in a nutshell. That's what he said.
Wait, we don't sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What?
They don't sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards because the customers are assholes.
Oh, asshole customers.
Wow.
I was like, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, but Jason, I love him.
I was like, wow. I was like, okay, say that.
We're all assholes.
Yeah,
can't be mad at it.
I respect them because when we went to see Magic, they had Dungeons and Dragons, they had pretty much everything but Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, where's Yu-Gi-Oh at? I was like, it was a little strange. I just thought I'd ask. I was kind of curious.
Niggas be assholes.
But I get it. I mean, because even the dude, someone like if people come in and ask for the cards, but they never buy, and then they're so pretentious about it too. So I'm like, you know what? I get it.
Oh yeah, everybody's got certain fandoms are just like that, and Yu-Gi-Oh definitely has that rep. Unfortunately, of having one of those fandoms. So, Dragon
Ball fandoms is like that too. Especially Goku fans.
Their stands are. I think it's when a person gets to the point where they're a stan is when it becomes a problem.
You know who else? You know who's the worst stands? Bat stands.
Oh man, that's a whole episode in itself.
Nigga,
Bat stands are bad.
I love Batman. As if you know, I'm not DC, but I fuck with Batman. But nigga, bat stands?
No.
First of all, if you ask any bat stand anything, Batman can't lose because he get prep time, and that's it. That's the answer to everything.
But hold it. But here's my thing. This was the thing that always got me. But life don't give you prep time, my guy.
Nigga, that's the answer, though. That's the answer, though.
But
it don't matter if it makes sense, nigga. That's the answer.
Prep time. Like, I know what you mean. I hear you.
We get it. Like that.
Nah, One Piece stands are the worst. So I will say any
They
stand
are bad. They are bad.
is bad. Anytime you get to the point where you're a stan, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's fact.
You be a fan, you can enjoy the fandom, but the point where you become a stan, I believe it's
Batman stands are saints.
Batman stands are saints compared to what?
You
Goku? Maybe
Compared
Goku
to
stands?
who? A Chobit stan?
nigga.
Goku stands
Somebody-
probably?
Who is standing against?
I might need like actual liquor.
The only fandom that I can see the Batman stands are not as bad as are Superman stands. Bat stands are just as bad as Superman stands, and they are horrible. Horrible.
She didn't even say
They're
they not
saints.
bad. She said they're
Yeah,
saints.
Batman stands are saints.
That's a hot take if I've ever heard one.
Saints, bro. Saints.
That sounds personal. Personally, that sounds
She
personal.
said saints, bro. Saints.
You sound like a Goku
that's the
stand
word
right
choice.
now. That's what you
That
sound
was the
like.
word choice. It was saints. That was the word choice. Saints.
We still love you. You're still welcome. There's room for everybody in the wilds of pandemonium. But I'm just saying, my fam.
Hold on real quick. Saint, a person acknowledged as holy or virtuous and typically regarded as being in heaven after death. Very virtuous, kind, or patient. That don't even go with it.
I mean,
Let's agree to disagree.
She said saints,
we
bro.
don't agree, disagree on that one. I can't
She
say
said
nothing.
saints, bro.
But yeah, saints, nah, they definitely ain't saints. No,
Saints, bro.
compared to some other stands, most Bat stands are defending Batman because people are trying to downplay the great.
Look,
There's no great detective work in everyday life. Y'all always want to give this man prep time. Life don't give you prep time. Life comes at you fast. Ain't
not
that
even
the whole
that,
slogan?
though. She ain't even say they better than other stands. She said
You did say
They're
they're
saints.
saints, though. Did say they're saints.
saints, bro. My name is vocab, okay? You know what that means? That means words hold a lot of weight. Saints is what she said, my nigga.
She's still saying saints. Hey, you know what? Look, like I said, I'm not going to.
Oh, New Orleans Saints. Okay,
Right,
for
that's
a
what
bunch
she
of
meant.
Reggie Bushes. I get it. I
Gotcha.
get it.
There you go.
All
When
right.
was the last time you heard about Reggie Bush?
He just got a
Wow.
Wendy's commercial. Honestly, just saw it today. He
I
has
don't
a
know
Wendy's
commercial. I'm
Mm,
done.
I see.
Yeah, they brought back. I think they brought back what was it? Pretzel Pub, bacon cheeseburger, and they kind of made fun of the fact that he lost the Heisman. I was like, oh wow.
Wow.
I mean, hell, bring this up too. There was Notre Dame just welcomed back Monte Teo back for the first. I think this weekend.
Teo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you saw that Netflix documentary about him with the girlfriend, oh boy.
Yeah.
We all that man an apology. We all owe that man an apology. I'll leave it at that. But to kind of get us, we were originally talking about all the gaming stuff, we kind of just went on a tangent there. Got a lot of game. We always
do. It is what it is. But while we're in anime and stuff like that, and because we were finishing that up, and let's go back to that. We're not ignoring the stands. It's just that I feel that anybody who's a stand, no matter what you are, where you're standing, we need to be more flexible with our thought processes. And I got my stands too. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got theirs. Everybody got their spot where they fall into. So, but I think all of us need to, learn to be a little more flexible on some of those things. I'm not saying every stand is bad, but we got to admit that the majority of our fandoms, those that are at the far end of the stand pool,
They be taking it too far, bro.
they be taking stuff places that don't need to be took. Like, yo, y'all bring that back, son? Right, toxic. As infamous said, toxic.
I'm not saying. I'm not bringing up that. No, I just thought of something with Batman saying compared him to a sports team. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I want to hear it.
What? The Dolphins fans or Dallas fans? Which one?
You just option 2 fan. I was gonna leave that one alone.
I figured they're like Dallas fans. Yeah.
Oh, the cow bitches.
That's why I said I would leave that. I said I was gonna leave it alone.
You know I'm a Giants fan, so we don't fuck with them niggas over here.
He said the cowgirls. Jake said the cowgirls.
The cow bitches.
Giants, help us, God.
Cowbells are delusional. She said cowbells are delusional.
Hey, we're 1-0 right now, y'all.
You're very right. There are toxic ones in every group, and honestly, and this is one thing that I think we need to, as anime fans,
definitely delusional,
and manga fans, and comic book fans, just in blurs in general, we got to start weeding out these other people in our fandom. Like, it's our job to be like, yo, fam, I'm gonna need you to cut that out because
I can't stand gatekeepers
for everybody.
Since you're talking about that, I
fucking
hate gatekeepers, bro. Who are you to tell somebody because they don't know as much as you do that they can't be a part of our community? Like, the fuck? Nigga, everybody got to start somewhere, bro.
True, but you gotta learn from the older heads.
Right, like, come on, bro. You can't be gatekeeping like, oh, you didn't know that. Like, nah, bro. Well, teach that motherfucker then.
Right, educate.
Come on, bro.
Educate. That's the thing.
Educate out here in these streets, bro.
It's like, it's enough. It's so much anime out in the streets. I don't care if you were born when they came out. The only people around when anime first started, oh, my bad, there aren't any more around when anime first started. Like, let's just be real.
That was a whole different, about 2 generations from it. I mean, anime and manga really didn't take off till after World War II, if you know history.
Right. So there are some that are still around. There are some.
Mm-hmm. They just old as hell.
Real. They are few and far between.
They better vote as our president right now. Keep it a buck, but
right. And they're probably the ones that are drawing the manga still. Let's also keep it a buck.
That's fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doraemon. What was the other one with the little kid? I forget his name. Darn it. But yeah, all those old anime, all old manga, nah. We gotta stop all this gatekeeping stuff. Like, we gotta
start reading manga till shonen, nigga.
Right.
When it gets,
we gotta start calling people out for this stuff for what they do. That's the other thing. Everybody's scared to. Oh, I don't want to. Nah. They bold enough to. If you bold enough to call somebody out and be a gatekeeper, you bold enough to get called out on what you don't know.
That's big thing.
To paraphrase something from a certain movie, people get canceled every day, dude. I'll leave it at that.
Right.
People get canceled every day, B.
Like, it's not that's something, that's a call that I'm putting out there. Like, we're gonna do a hashtag no gatekeeping. Like, that's some real stuff.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I say it all the time, bro. It's one of the things I take pride in. I've probably forgot more anime than most people in our generation have watched. And I don't be trying to fucking gatekeep people, bro.
Yep.
Like, come on, my G. Let motherfuckers move at their own pace.
Honestly said, like, if a person wants to know, don't force a history lesson. That's true. Let them enjoy and invest however deep they want to. And that is very true. Let them enjoy to their level, their comfort level. You know, it ain't gotta be this came from this came from this. Don't get me wrong. Letting somebody know, yo, hey, this came before it. You might want to check it out. It's all in how you do it.
Suggesting something and fucking trying to force people, like, that shit.
True. Like, I'll throw an example. I mean, someone watching My Hero and say, hey, if you like My Hero, go give Naruto a try. That was something that came out before Naruto. Or if you like Naruto, go watch. Or if you like One Piece or Naruto, go back and watch OG Dragon Ball. Not Z, just watch Dragon Ball. You'll probably see a lot of stuff that you see inspiration from.
You know, most people who've never seen
OG Dragon Ball, bro? Right.
Yo,
you say, like, go watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho, shit like that. Like,
I'm rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho right now. I'm at Yusuke versus Tagoro. I'm at Yusuke versus Tagoro right now.
Good place to be.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good place to be.
I was like, I was watching last night. Like, nope, let me stop. I gotta go to bed.
Ranma 1/2. Yep. See, right. Take them back to Scryed. You know what I mean? Take them back to what's the other one? I forget. The mech one. Zoids. Zoids. Right. Kenichi. You know, people want to know that
Kenichi, Earth's mightiest disciple.
Amani makes a great point. She's talking about like during especially during the MCU stuff. You see it seen it so much with She-Hulk in particular.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
And I will say this, like, I am personally, I'm bad about watching an MCU movie and doing my best to not spoil it for someone who's not a comic person. You know what I mean? Or has not read any of the comics or anything like that. Because I'm watching it from my perspective, right? So my comments are going to be made from the perspective of somebody who knows.
See, I have that issue too. But not spoiling shit.
Right, to not spoil it for them. Or how about this? Now I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it a step further and be like, all right, now I got to make sure that when I'm helping explain things, that I'm not ruining the movie for them.
Right.
Not spoiling it, but just like not giving too much history, or giving enough history to make them curious. Now they want to go look it up. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. It can be a thin line for gatekeeping. It can be a very thin line for gatekeeping.
It is, bro. It is. Right.
And you gotta watch it.
I mean, you talk about video games, you talk about anime and everything, because even some of these video games we're going to talk about, they got them fandoms, a segue into the video game stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we were talking about, before the show started, we were talking about, like, state of play on the Nintendo Direct this week. We were talking about that. And I know I kept saying, state of play didn't really do it for me outside of Tekken. Didn't really do it for me, honestly. Even I was looking up some of the stuff with Capcom. Even Capcom's little direct was kind of whack. I mean, the main thing was the Street Fighter 6 stuff, and then surprisingly, out of the blue, a Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, which completely out of the blue. I was hoping for something Ace Attorney related, but the Colts Chicago Cubs is always next year.
And to anybody in the viewership, if you want to buy me a Switch so I can play with these guys, feel free.
What he said.
Look,
I'm real. I mean, if y'all want to get him a Switch, please do.
Yeah, give me a Switch so I can play with these guys. Hashtag give vocab a Switch.
Hashtag give vocab a Switch.
Okay, man, respect Monty because I'm a retired Yankee fan myself, so she gets his respect for that one.
Say what happened? What she said? Oh, Yankees don't hate. Yes, sir. I got the.
So just so y'all know, all I'm gonna do, as we're talking, I'm just gonna throw. This is the Nintendo Direct as we're talking about it. I'm gonna throw it in the background for you.
NJ,
yeah. Yeah,
Jay needs a Switch too. So that's part of what we got. Get vocab a Switch. We need a hashtag for Jay too, please, Monty.
Yeah, they both need Switches.
Oh, hold up. This one right here too. This was
This is a Fire. This is Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Yes. So the fact that they just dropped 3 Hopes earlier this year, like February.
True, I forgot about that.
And now they dropping this again before the year ends. Like
Fire Emblem fans, they eating good. Fire Emblem fans are eating good.
What's that Fire Emblem? What is that?
Fire
I don't know that. Put me on.
It's an
Break it down some Panda.
Is what?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's one of these. Okay, that's why I don't know it. I don't explain those type of things.
So the storyline is, when I say the storyline is deep, I'm new to it personally, right? Okay. I'm new to the storyline myself. I started playing it with 3 Hopes, which is the one that just released earlier this year. The gameplay is more Muso style in 3 Hopes. So y'all remember Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah.
How that plays? That's how the 3 Hopes one plays. It's like that, which I'm all for. You know what I mean? 100 boys coming at me and we just going to town. I'm game for that. But this one, I guess the rest of the storyline is more like this, where it is more turn based. But when I say the intricacy of the storyline is A1, it is
A1. A lot of lore.
Yeah. Like this game is probably at least 10 to 12 years old minimum.
Yeah, this is this series. It mostly got more relevant because if this is one series that benefited from Smash Brothers is Fire Emblem. It was one franchise.
Oh yeah, it definitely benefited from Smash, from coming into Smash. Yeah. All right, later, Jay.
All right, Jay.
All right, G.
But yeah, January is coming out. Like they released one last year in February. This one's coming out in January this next year. Like they are on a roll right now. They're on a roll.
Nintendo just like dropping Boston. Like I said, Spidge, you know what Boston means.
I'm not mad, Rod. I can't disagree with you. Like they ran a good hand. I'm not saying they lost. They definitely ran a good hand. But this is a collector's edition. Like, look at this. They had the cards, the book,
that's nice.
All of it.
That's fire. That artwork is crazy, bro.
It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
I like it, bro. This is why niggas running Boston's out here, bro.
So I'm gonna finish. Just so y'all know, I've already started the like I said, the Three Hopes. I'm running gameplay.
There's another one that surprisingly they're bringing over to the Switch. It Takes Two, which I'm gonna surprised they got.
It Takes Two to make a thing go right.
I'm surprised. I didn't think they'd get a game like this on the Switch, but I say a lot of these games, like the Switch's portability, like they can keep getting bangers that I would get the Switch version just for the portability, honestly.
It's honestly, I think that's why Nintendo has lessened, like, opened their gate, if that makes sense. Because we all know Nintendo, remember, we talked about that before, right? Nintendo is really big on gatekeeping their games.
True. We just talk about gatekeeping.
Talking about gatekeeping, right. But they're really big on that, especially, like, when it came to gameplay, or even on, like, Switch and stuff like that. They did not want anybody to be on there, to be playing their stuff. Like we recently were able to start doing Twitch games. Seriously. So the fact that they're opening up like this is monumental.
Speaking of Switches and shit, when does that Violet Switch come out, right?
I think November. I don't have the exact date in front of me. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Here's another one that's good. They've got a new expansion to the Xenoblade that just came out this year. They've already got another expansion.
I know, and they got 4 volumes of DLC coming out.
Okay, sure. You on neck ass.
Yeah, she's a machine. She's a straight machine. Yeah. Why she look like Cell though?
She do.
You know, I didn't notice that you said it.
Why she got a long?
It reminds me of Cell and Wreck-It Ralph. The character at the end of Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh,
praying mantis head ass.
The virus. Yeah. So they've already got updates for that going on. They got the new SpongeBob. They haven't had a good SpongeBob game in some years. I'm
put a Helio list.
I'm definitely not a SpongeBob fan. I'm sorry.
You don't like SpongeBob.
SpongeBob has just been milked.
I'm telling you, Bob Johnson on you.
Go for it. I cannot stand SpongeBob with a passion.
I get SpongeBob does have his fans. I'm surprised they still, honestly, to bring this up. This is a pet peeve. Once I found out the creator of SpongeBob died and he didn't want the series to continue, I stopped watching SpongeBob just because I felt
I respect that.
That's disrespectful. That's how
earlier too.
I can't tell you the last time I watched the episode, but I fuck with SpongeBob himself.
That's just sacrilege. That's not fair. You want to get the creator's wishes and continue a series, but
you
don't want to do that.
That's mad disrespectful. Even Japan doesn't do that. People pass away and they don't even continue the series. Like the dude with Berserk. I think that's probably a rare exception. That's a rarity.
Well, motherfuckers want money, bro.
But think about how long it's been since that happened too. Like Berserk has been out, and Berserk has been not touched for almost a decade. You know what I'm saying? And now they're starting to do it. You know what I mean? Moving forward. So I can't be mad at it. Side note, Tunic is out on Steam right now. It's out on Steam already for those who don't have Switch or also are PC gamers. The idea behind this one I thought was real cool. So y'all saw that little book right there? Yeah. That was an instruction manual on how to play. So you have to actually go through and play the game to unlock how to read the pages in the book.
That's different. I like that. That's a different way to do it.
Right. I thought that was cool. So, like, it don't seem hard, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's one of those, like, you got to actually kind of work through it. Okay, so I saw this. I'm not really interested in this one here because it's like turn-based, but yeah, I remember Armored Core.
Yeah. Or like Armored Wars. What's it called? I think Advanced Wars.
I'm waiting for somebody to bring back an Armored Core. Yeah, hands down. If they make Gundam games, like they made Armored Core games, even they could take the same game from PlayStation 3, Armored Core 4, and put Gundam skins on it, and it would still be better than all the Gundam games that have ever come out. All of them. That's how good that game was.
I can't think of a good. Yeah, you got a point. I can't think of a good Gundam game. That's one of those. There
hasn't been a good mech game. You know what I mean? I'm just like, Titanfall was it was iffy. Yeah. Anthem was good, but it was glitchy. You know, it had glitches.
Yeah.
So that would have been nice, but no, the Nintendo Direct definitely came with some heat. They had a lot of
yeah. You want to fast forward through some of this? This is like some of the really like Exceed stuff. That's just like Harvest Moon type of stuff.
This was Splatoon 3, of course, coming out.
I meant to jump into the demo for this. I totally forgot. But Splatoon's kind of like paintball. I think they're like third-person paintball. That's probably the easiest way I can describe it.
So
this looked like the
It's not right there, Octopath 2.
The ink shit.
There you go.
Yeah, it is that shit.
Yeah, it's the Inklings. Yeah.
So this is cool.
Octopath 2, which this right here.
Like, you didn't play the original. This was a great idea. This is a great idea.
You got different characters that their stories are all merging together based on how you play it. So think of like Mass Effect and how your decisions change things.
Yeah.
It's affecting 8 different people.
See, I just can't play games with that kind of gameplay. Like, it's just not for me.
I can respect it.
But them shit, they be looking cool. You know what I'm saying? They be having a lot of lore and shit.
Right, that's the thing. The lore.
I like lore-based game. Like, I'm a heavy story-based game.
You gotta get into them, bro. Like, if you
ever I just can't do that kind of like gameplay.
But see, I think vocab would start as the thief, because the thief in this game and in the original both wore purple. So I think he would start with the thief.
Oh yeah, easily.
That was the best character in the original was the thief. I started as the thief because, like, you know what? Because there's certain treasure checks you can only open with the thief. I'm like, why am I not starting with the character where I know I have access to all
I get everything I want. Right.
That's the way I thought. Ended up the game. Octopath was not bad. I didn't get the true ending because the true ending was a pain in the ass to get, but it was a good game. It was a very good game. Like, but Sony was just a style. It's like the NES stuff we grew up on, but modernized.
It is. And I think that's probably why a lot of, especially those older cats, like, we grew up with this. We didn't have a choice but to deal with this. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it was what we had, and so a lot of cats still like that because it's of the nostalgia of it. But I personally, like I said, I'm with vocab. If the story catches me, I can run it. Right? Like, the story got to catch me within like the first fight hits. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, Vo, most of those, if you let the story hit, like, just listen to the story. The story will hit, and then you'll start to feel it. Like I was saying, I'm gonna do some gameplays, and they're gonna be on the YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna do like straight gameplay.
What game?
Huh? Well, I'm gonna do the 3 Hopes one. I've got that out there already. I've started on that one. And so like other little things. So as you all go, and this is for people who are watching too, if y'all got a game that y'all want just to watch the gameplay of, you know what I mean? Whether it's on Twitch or whether it's me putting it up on the YouTube channel just to watch the gameplay. No conversation in it, just the gameplay. So you can see how the story is and how the game plays. I'm doing the full gameplays for all of them. I'm doing the Final Fantasy VII Remake right now, Tales of Berseria. I'm going to do the One Piece 3 and 4 Pirate Warriors, and then Odyssey when it comes out.
Odyssey looks. Oh my god! I'm. You sold me on Odyssey.
Yeah. That's
you sold me on Odyssey. You sold me on it.
Yeah, that's gonna be so much love. I'm doing the Three Hopes Fire Emblem. We got a couple others that I'm doing as well. So they'll be slowly dropping and releasing on a weekly or bi-weekly basis for something each week moving forward. And I'm even going back and doing Destiny 1. Just the storyline. Just gameplay and the storyline so y'all can see and kind of, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to watch it for old time's sake, y'all got those. This one I thought was really cool. The theater rhythm that they did.
Oh, I didn't check this one out.
Games. It's like Guitar Hero.
It's like Rock Band and
Final
shit.
Fantasy music.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And they're going to come back. There's going to end up being 900 songs.
Yo, y'all remember Guitar Hero?
Yeah, bro.
900 songs for Final Fantasy. Oh my god. That's
all of them.
Ooh.
I mean, well, the series is long as hell, so it makes sense that it got that many songs.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're starting with 356, and then they're adding other shows and other games to it. Outside of like some art stuff and some other games.
That come out next February. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is another thing I did like about the Nintendo, right? You can do a lot of pre-orders. That's one thing I did like about the Nintendo pre-orders, or they shadow dropping stuff, or they shadow dropping thing. Like, oh, it's out later today.
Octopath, Data Live.
Cause I know I pre-ordered Kirby, and I pre-ordered something else that was on this direct. I can't remember what it was.
Of course, the Mario Rabbids. They're coming out with another one of those.
I'm surprised I got a sequel, but that's so way. I think that's so more than Nintendo, and I think even Ubisoft thought it was going to sell. So
yeah, it's Mario and Rabbids both individually. They're like Rayman. You know what I mean? They're classic games. The game style, they're multiplayer. People are going to enjoy them. They're platformers. It's just what the game is. You know what I mean?
It's turn-based third-person shooter. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Honestly,
you really can't. And especially if you put a decent story to it, like see that, like you got the invisible book now that you can walk through stuff. Like you add little things to it, and you're good to go. It's built already into it.
But it's just these type of games are for like motherfuckers that just have fun type shit.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
You gotta take it serious. Like let's just enjoy the gameplay. I like.
I just want something to play real quick while I'm just to detox.
Yeah, I like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now Bowser's playable. He wasn't playable in the first one. He's a new character.
Right.
This is how I look at dub anime. Like, y'all know I'm subs over dubs, but like for this, sometimes I just want to watch a little like fun anime. That don't really. It's not. I'm not gonna take it serious. I'm not gonna invest too much in the characters, and I watch those in dubs, bro. I'll be like, yo, you watch.
And see, Nintendo throwing on pre-order bonus, and you get those special golden edition weapons.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Room Factory, they came out with another like a special edition. They brought it.
Yeah. That's a classic series if I'm not mistaken. Room Factory. That's an old school one.
So from what I heard, I'm new to some of this style of gameplay because I don't really play myself like vocab. However, I did a little bit of research, and my wife is very big into especially Room Factory. She's huge in Room Factory, and so she was talking to me about she had got the newest one that came out, and it flopped. I guess it flopped hard, so they were expecting this type of gameplay. And it wasn't this type of gameplay. It was like the newer Final Fantasy style graphics.
Oh, that makes sense.
It just threw everything off. Like there were certain things, decision-wise, that they had changed.
And see, new series in development. We just saw right there, new series in development. And let's be now. This one Nintendo's just Deion Sanders house stepping at 64. This was high stepping. This was Deion high stepping.
Not the prime time.
Yeah.
Mario Party 2. Mario Party 3. Pokemon Stadium.
That was my
Pokemon Stadium. Take it back, baby.
1080 snowboarding.
That was my stuff.
That was my shit too, bro.
Excite Bike 64.
Excite Bike the original was
These games will gradually be added in the future. You can play.
But yeah, all of this is going to be added in moving forward, as well as
they gonna get everybody with this expansion package.
Bro, right? Because all the old heads like us.
Here you go. No, here you
What?
go.
Wait.
Let's bring it back. What?
Okay, look.
Now this is where you just spike the ball.
Hell yeah.
And this is when Nintendo said Boston, bitches.
But yeah, so they're bringing that in too. The old gold. Now, see, I'm not gonna lie. Had they, I would have said they ran a Boston if they said they were bringing out a new GoldenEye.
I guess they'll see your point there.
You know what I mean?
Bro, it's the classic,
yeah, but
bro.
it is a classic. Don't get me wrong, but we all know that the Nintendo update games, as much as I hate to say it, with their little back thing, the multiplayer don't always work right.
Listen, that's why, bro.
Unless you're local,
was a game that was so good that you had 4 skinny joints on one screen and didn't even care. You was like, nigga, I'm looking at this little square and I am completely content.
I mean, the fact that they can get these older games online capability is an accomplishment. Let's be clear.
That's also
Let's
true.
be clear.
And
if we'd have had this back in the day, forget it. Let's just keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck, bro.
I mean,
unless you get the golden gun either.
Like I said, Nintendo, like I said, you throw OG Golden on as soon as that comes out. That's people just gonna buy the expansion just cause.
Just because, bro.
And then we have more Mario, and then got Wave 3 for this. This is another reason I got to get the
booster course pass.
Yeah, this is why I gotta get the expansion pass.
Wild.
They're
bringing back some oldies.
Yeah, what I'm surprised is how many courses they're bringing from the mobile game Mario Kart Tour. This one's from Mario Kart Tour.
Yep.
This was one of my favorite tracks on the GS. This was one of my favorites on the GS.
Yep.
And then people want a Mario 9. Nah, they keep releasing the old tracks like this. I'm cool.
Oh yeah.
And
so
I think Wave 3
tracks is coming out.
Did they give a date? Keep playing
it. Of course, Pikmin.
Now, Holiday. Okay.
Pikmin that they're coming out with. The Nintendo, they basically did a Pokemon Go version with
Pikmin.
And so you walk around like Pokemon Go, and your Pikmin are in the regular world now. They've got a Pokemon Go version of Pikmin, as y'all can see.
This is another fun game, like a game that you don't take seriously.
Right.
Yeah, this is probably something you have on the background on your phone or something.
Yeah, like it's just you know, make it be chilling.
It was funny because he showed his own map and like where he's at half the time. So it was funny how he did that, which I thought was cool. Let me see, where is it? Oh, here we go.
It's the Pikmin.
Like this is him. So he's like, I'll be in one area and I'll go somewhere else and I'll walk over here. All that just to see kind of where things are. So I mean, that's legit.
That's cool. Like if you're in a bigger city and stuff, that could be very fun. Like that's one thing I did like about Pokemon Go that's one thing I did like about Pokemon Go when it first came out. Like I found so many cool spots or like cool murals and stuff walking around New York with that. You're like, oh, cool. Especially like in the Bronx or Manhattan. I didn't really play in Brooklyn or anything. Especially my old job in Brooklyn. I didn't play too much because we had a manager who was kind of an asshole and kept taking over the gyms. So, and I think he low-key fired a lot of us that were on one of the other Pokemon teams, but I'm not going to go into detail about that.
Ain't that some shit right there?
Nah, he mad.
He a whole bitch.
Not he mad because he lost. I'm upset with
Like
him.
that's crazy, bro. You firing niggas because they on the opposite Pokemon squad, bro.
Nah, but this dude, the manager, one of the managers, like, he was straight up comic book guy from The Simpsons. Had the look, the ponytail, everything, dog. Like,
Wow.
straight up comic book guy.
Hey,
What was it? Oh yeah, I know people are going nuts. Is that the Disney one?
The Just Dance. Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's just.
2023 edition. Just regular Just Dance.
Oh no, it's not. No, that came out. That was the Disney Animal Crossing. That already came out. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, they did that on the D23.
Yeah, I knew this was D23 they were talking about.
Scale of 0 to 10, how nice are you? You gotta ask them. I can't really talk about myself.
She said, "How nice are you?"
I would like to say that I'm a 9, but you ask them because you gotta ask like the outside.
We'll switch this out in a second. The two things I did want to touch on before we switch it out, though, definitely Bayonetta 3. That's
got to do Bayonetta. Definitely got to do Bayonetta and Kirby. Probably the last two big ones left.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bayonetta, like this, we've been waiting on for forever. Oh my god!
I'm gonna say an 8.
How nice is he? I mean, are we talking about just like regular people, or just like once you get to know him? There's a difference.
Somebody said no more drinking.
I mean, to regular people, he's like a 9. Sure. Once you get to know him, he's probably like a 5.
Wow.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. All of us are about a 5 once you get to know us. Let's be real.
Wait, do you mean nice like tipsy?
Oh, I think she means like tipsy. I think. Okay.
Yeah, if you talk about nice like tipsy, it's like a 0. I literally just
0.
had Nah, 0 like a motherfucker. I'm sober as hell.
Yeah,
I'm drinking water. I have this one Guinness stout, which is not even like a real beer. It's a stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one, pre-order. That's one thing I didn't like about, like I said before, pre-orders. Until pre-order that.
Yeah.
What was this one? Tales of Symphonia. That's another big surprise.
That one was a big one. The Life is Strange came out. The Lego Brick Tales was coming out. Disney Speedstorm. That was on D23 though, which I'm still not a fan of it. It reminds me of the Sonic racing games, which I feel like we have Mario Kart. If y'all can't keep up Mario Kart, leave the car games alone. Period.
I mean, Sonic and Sega All-Stars tried. I'll give them that. They tried. Even when Crash had that even when Crash had that mini resurgence, they didn't release Crash Team Racing again, which was a good kart game for its time. I'm not going to.
We have Mario Kart. Mario Kart and Mario Kart since Mario Kart came out, bro. Let's be real.
Like I said, now this was a big surprise for me because I was not expecting this.
Yo, I remember the first one.
Yeah, this was definitely a huge one.
Yeah,
this was definitely a huge one.
Real big.
I can't wait for that. Yeah.
This was very fun to play on the Wii. This was very fun.
Oh yeah.
Jelly Bean Minions. You can play as the multiple different characters, or you can play as all 4 of the same character as well. So Kirby got some new. As you see, he got the new gunner outfit with the hammer fist and the gun. So that's a new outfit for him.
Yeah, that's a new mode. Yeah, that's something new.
Yeah.
Squat up.
Right. And like that's the thing about being Kirby, you can all be. Everybody got their favorite weapon with Kirby. No one's weapon is usually the same. You know what I mean?
And then Kirby infamous for the mini games.
Of course, absolutely.
And the boss rush. Absolutely. And Samurai Showdown.
So it's gonna be. That is going to be a really good.
If they have that multiplayer online, that's going to be very fun. If they do the online right with that one, chef kiss. That.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo always coming out with the surprises, especially with Kirby. Kirby been on a roll lately too. I still gotta get Kirby in the Forgotten Land too.
Man. They keep sleeping on the OGs. I'm telling you.
Yeah, people still sleep on Kirby, but Kirby been that dude since he been that dude.
Right. Been that dude. Okay, listen. First of all,
if you don't know, we're gonna need you to start learning because
Kirby made it cool for chicks to like sucking dick.
Stop it.
I can't.
They was like, oh, we can fuck. We get powers. We get powers for sucking shit.
Wow.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
That came out of left field. I'm not even gonna front. Wow, and most things don't catch me off guard. That one, you got me. You got me.
You got me too. But Nintendo, bravo for another stellar direct as usual.
Oh yeah, stellar, my guy.
Yeah, Nintendo fucking doing the damn thing.
Like I said, you can't even be if you're still mad at Nintendo for whatever reason. You need therapy.
You need that.
Look, if you're mad at Nintendo, you need therapy. There should be no reason to be.
Nintendo is giving us so much in life.
Yeah.
I get people wanting Donkey Kong Country, maybe some Metroid, but nah, we eating good. You got Pokemon coming out in the fall, the holiday season. You got Mario's and Rabbids. You got Bayonetta.
Living quite well right now.
You feel me?
And now we can go. Now, Sony fans might be another story, but we can get to that.
Well, I mean, I'm Team Sony, but they be wilding.
I wanted to do the GDoC Expo.
Okay.
Before we hit Sony. We all know, you know what I'm saying? We all know we got to look at Sony. Because Sony is Sony, and they trying to do their thing right now. But we gotta open up some new stuff here. So we're gonna bring to y'all. This is GDoC Expo 2022. It is what we said. It was Game Developers of Color Expo, and all of the developers are individuals of color, minorities, things of that nature.
Oh, yo! Speaking of which, you want to hear something funny as hell?
Go for it.
So remember how we was like, oh, we gotta figure out what the fuck this shit mean, right? GDoC. Do you know in the outline that you posted for what we gonna talk about today, It says it.
I don't remember that I put it. I remember the name.
It's literally right after it say that we gonna talk about.
I did put it in there.
It says Game Dev of Color. I was like,
that's how I know I put my notes in there. But then I always have to
girl, my notes. I'm like, I saw it because I was just going through the thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, it say it right here. We looking and trying to figure out what the fuck this shit means. It literally says.
That was my fault. Like I make notes and scripts for what we're gonna talk about, and like different notes that I need.
So we don't really be looking anyway. We just make the outline and then freestyle.
Right. I'll be skimming stuff after that.
Yeah,
we just be talking. I'm like, all right, what goes
I
where?
saw it and I was like, oh shit, it's literally written right here. We did not have to.
Oh no, not one of these type of games. Oh Lord.
So I'm not gonna lie, these games are hilarious. If you've ever played one or watched somebody play one, they are hilarious.
It would be funny as hell.
My thing is this though. The fact that the characters are the diversity in the character range.
Oh, you found it, joint.
Yeah, I found it on Nintendo's official website, the Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But like this right here, like it's the diversity of the characters that gets me, because you don't get to see the diversity in those types of games. It's always, for lack of terms, whitewashed. You know what I mean? When it comes to those, and it's good to be able to go through all of that without. Is that the OLED model?
Yep. Hold on, I think I see the GameStop link too. I'm gonna send that to y'all right now. I had it right on my phone, but we've been talking. I forgot to share it, so that's my bad.
Here we go. This is what we were talking about. Oh, come on. Okay, top 35 rage moments. We will talk about that eventually. But that's not what we're looking at for right now.
Oh, shit. That's a good countdown.
Let's try this. There we go.
I just want the Joy-Cons. I ain't going to even lie. I want the Joy-Cons.
$359.99 for the OLED model for the Pokemon Live.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at it. 360.
Yeah.
That's about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's not bad at all because it's a
For the
special
OLED model,
edition.
no,
Like
not at all.
360 for the special edition. That's good.
No, not at all. It's not bad at all.
Crazy here.
On this one, there was a couple games that I really wanted to look at, just like to at least make y'all aware of. One was that first one, which is Validate. The other one, let's see if I can pull it through here. This is if you're a platformer.
Oh, okay. That look like a little Mega Man S type of thing. That look kind of cool.
Right. They're dragons. And so you got different dragons that you can be as you're going through. I forgot the name of it here. Where is it? I'll pop up for a second. Get a Cake.
Get a cake. Oh, okay. That do sound like a black person title. I ain't gonna even lie.
It is.
Hey, bruh. But the gameplay is legit for a platformer. Like, I'm not mad at it.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
And the storyline was pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? You're going through your rescuing other dragons and stuff like that. So pretty straightforward. But
a little Spiral Dragon-ish. Okay.
Yep. Platformer game. Very well
like
done.
Like a 2D Spiral. I can kind of like a Spiral Ultra Beast type of thing.
Yep. This one right here was Yoked, which I was a fan of just because it looked amazing. Like you just got to kind of dodge and jump around stuff without getting smacked. So,
it's like a Meat Boy but with an A. It's like Super Meat Boy but with an A.
Right. So I'm with it. I thought that was a really cool design. You're just trying to make it out of the area. The other one, this one right here, Biwar, the Legend of the Dragon Slayer. I'm down for this. I'm getting this whenever it drops. I'm getting this.
Well, what
It reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
What console is it on? Is it on consoles or PC?
I gotta check. Most of these are Steam. I know, which is PC.
That makes sense.
I'll check when it gets through to the end here. I'll double check it here. But I've got the names and stuff. But like fight style, excellent combination style is legit. Like, yeah, you can't argue with it. You just can't. So, excuse me. Here, let's see. It'll pop up here in a second. Yeah, Legend of the Dragon Slayer, Steam. Yeah, so that one's gonna be on Steam. Like I said, most of these are Steam. And honestly, it's because they're indie developers, so it's easier to get stuff on PC platforms.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Right, then it's on console. Sense. You know, what was the other? Candle Knight. Here we go. This is the other one, Candle Knight, that I wanted to put y'all on, which is still a platformer to a degree, but you see the 3D in there, kind of combination with it.
Okay, kind of like a Castlevania, Prince of Persia vibe.
Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So this one was really good. There's one called Taste of the Past that I'll pull up here in just a second. Where is it? Here we go.
Shout out to black people doing it.
This one is more of an Asian creed background. Basically, woman lost her mom. She gets back in touch with her history. Yep, through cooking. So it's a cooking game. So it's an emotional roller coaster the entire time, from what it seems like. So that's definitely going to be interesting. The Lost Twins. First off, y'all gonna flip with this one when I pull it up here.
They're making dumplings. I want some dumplings. I need some money. I'm about to go.
This is the Lost Twins. So kind of like an It's Take Two game, right? But the twins are going through these imaginary worlds.
You caught that hungry.
So I'm definitely, and like you rearranging the whole rooms and stuff. Like I'm definitely interested in seeing how this plays out. So there's that one there, and then the final game that I wanted to see is called Grid Force. There we go. Is this one? It's a multiplayer. Basically, it's live, so it's not turn based, right? Mm-hmm. You're going in your as you're going through it, but it's all based on a grid of 12.
Alexa, next track.
You're 6, and they're 6. And so you just going through and fighting people. So Grid Force was another one that was really good on this, but yeah, this was GDoC Expo Direct this year. I was excited about it. Looks like it's been going on since 2016, from what I've been seeing here. They've got a couple of in-person events that they do. So the goal is also to try to get to one of these here in the near future. Maybe not this next year, but the year after at least, if nothing else. So to be a part of that. Yeah, I'm excited. And then other than that, the only other thing I wanted to make sure we touched on, we did have the Street Fighter 6.
Oh, with the graffiti?
Yeah, the change of the Street Fighter 6 was...
So I've been thinking about strength, man. Strength. Might. The power to fight. Is it money, authority, a cool job, a ton of lights? Okay. Let's keep it simple. I want to be strong. Can you believe it? We got self-driving cars. The time's coming, we'll be taking rockets to Mars. And yet you still got folks out there using their fists and bodies to seek strength. Yeah, I hear you, man. We're all a bunch of fools. But, you know, if you want to know about strength, you just got to get to it. We fighting fools are all getting to it on the streets.
That was very cringy.
You too?
That was very cringy, bro.
Damn, man. Street Fighter 6, the marketing's just been a little weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was super cringy.
So they tried to pull a Take It to the Streets.
Yeah, legit. Like
they're trying to do like Dragon Ball Xenoverse. They got like a whole giant creative player mode too.
They did. They do have that, which I wasn't against that. But the whole
that trailer was
it
was not.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
Street Fighter is Street Fighter, and so
we'll see what they do. I'm not gonna lie, like I like the creative player portion. I don't even like the way they got the animation now moving forward. You know what I mean? The animation is something a little different as well. That's also I wanted to show you a little bit of the gameplay here in the fighting. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. I've never been a Street Fighter person. So there's that as well. Like, don't get me wrong, Street Fighter versus Marvel vs. Capcom, right? Mm-hmm. That era, yes. Right? Street Fighter vs. Capcom, yes. But Street Fighter itself, I never really got into. But that's also because I'm a Tekken person. So
that's understandable. It was different styles.
Yeah, different button combination styles and all that, and different maneuvering abilities. Definitely not against it. Definitely see the appeal in it. It's just one of those, like, I don't know, like that. I can easily see that marketing pushing people away.
Yeah, Street Fighter's that kind of like Mortal Kombat when it first came back. It's having a bit of an identity crisis, at least from what I can tell.
Yeah,
I mean, it took Mortal Kombat over to Mortal Kombat 11 to kind of right the ship. So I don't know what's going on with Street Fighter, but
right.
But Tekken, on the other hand, I don't know. Like, I've never been a big Panda. It's probably more your wheelhouse, but I mean that trailer I saw as State of Play had me interested. And I'm like, okay, don't know what's going on if it's the 8th game in the franchise, but you got me intrigued.
You got me intrigued.
We're gonna pull that State of Play up and we're gonna run through that real quick. Because first off, we did not need an hour and a half State of Play. I'm just gonna be honest.
That wasn't even was it that long? This one was like 20 minutes.
Like an hour 45 minutes, I think. Might have been 45. I don't know. One of them was an hour and a half, one was 45. I can't remember which was which. But yeah, this right here,
This is hard. This is hard.
Well, we know technically your shit, so
yeah, it is. So this, what I found out was actually gameplay that they have. Right.
Wait, that was gameplay? Oh, damn.
This is gameplay. And like when I see people talking about, you can't make a game like that. I'm like, no, because they're making games like this. So why not?
Capcom, take notes.
Right. This is Bandai at its finest. Personal opinion. This is Bandai at its finest. For those who don't know, that's Jin. Jin is his dad. He can turn into a devil because he has a gene in him. So can his dad.
You remember? Yeah, he was the one that was the DLC fighter in Smash, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, I like how they broke the chain into the 8.
Into the 8, right. So I was going to say, Devil Jin and Jin were always two different people you could play. You couldn't play them together.
Respect.
The fact that they just, if they're going to let us switch between like a mode shift, like
I was hoping they would do that shit.
That would be insane. Insane. Because there's at least 4 other different characters that you can do that with. All the Mishimas have a devil side that you could turn into. Yeah. You've got Boscovich. You got Yoshimitsu. There's a couple different combinations. So I'm excited. I can't wait. The VR thing here. This is a whole VR game for Star Wars, which
I saw the trailer for this.
But this looks legit from what they got here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into VR, this looks good. So hopefully those people have. They said this wouldn't do it for me personally.
So my thing is, I can't do VR. I can't do VR yet until they've got those boards that can hold someone of my stature and allow me to be able to move. They've got them out there, right? But they're still working the kinks out of them. Like, I want to be able to actually move and run. Like, I would love to play Elder Scrolls Online VR. All the walking and shit you got to do in the game.
You're crazy.
What?
Crazy. Elder Scrolls Online VR, bro?
Yes.
Elder Scrolls.
That's like torture.
That is torture as hell, bro.
It's not, bro.
Now what they showing us right now, I wish this was Dungeon. This is more like Dungeon and Dragons or maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Dice Monsters.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is when that motherfucking dragon eats you, and you gotta watch yourself get eaten, nigga.
Think about it though. Think about like.
I thought about it. I thought about seeing that dragon mouth coming out. Nigga, now I'm good.
Nah, bro. I don't know. For me, it's always was like I like to live the adventure. Like,
nigga, you gonna live that.
Certain individuals are built that way, if that makes sense. Like, if the world was more, if there were no guns in the world, you know what I mean, and everything was more living off the land to a degree. Like, there are certain individuals who would thrive, and certain individuals that would be like, "Meh, I'm here." You know what I mean? That's a side conversation. This right here, though, this right here, this clip right here, though, fire.
Is it fire?
For the Ronin.
I like games like that.
New Ronin game. Yeah. Here, I'll turn the volume off.
No. Sakamoto.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was Shinobi. I was like, oh, they're doing another Shinobi.
It's like a dragon. Yakuza. It's a Yakuza game. Yep, it's a Yakuza. As you can see. But yeah, I'm definitely down. I'm definitely with it. My guy cutting bullets. Like,
they always want to do that in a samurai movie. They always want to show the sword is better than the gun.
Of course. Of course.
I mean,
if you can keep one of each on you, you're good.
I'm just saying, niggas kind of like swords over here. Not that I don't also have guns. Definitely
have. I mean, they had the Hogwarts explanation.
Nobody cares about this.
The new things. I'm actually excited for the Hogwarts one. I think it's gonna be good. The new Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm buying it. I don't give a fuck. You talking about the game?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah, I have it on my little wish list shit. It's gonna let me know anything. Don't let me be able to build my own character and shit.
You can.
I know. That's my point.
Yeah.
Because what is Team Ravenclaw shit, big brain shit, caw. We out here, bro.
That's that. We are in the same clique, ain't we?
Yes, sir, bro. Ravenclaw shit, big brain shit, caw.
I'm with it. Now, the only thing I don't like about it is it's not multiplayer. That's the only thing I don't like.
Kind of dope. That would be kind of dope.
If they opened it up to
playing
multiplayer,
spells with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hit a nigga with a kashima.
That would have put it over the edge there. For that.
No, for sure.
But no, other than that, like
excuse me.
It kind of fell off to me. It kind of.
What fell off?
State of play. Like it didn't really have like that.
It wasn't hitting. It didn't hit. I said outside of Tekken and maybe that Samurai game, nothing else hit.
Samurai God of War. What else? This one right here, I was interested in. I'm not gonna lie, I forget the name of it.
Yeah, was that the one? I think the airplane one. I think.
Adam, Eve, and Lilith are the characters in it. It reminded me of Final Fantasy though.
Oh shoot! I think this one looked kind of interesting, but I would have to see a demo of this. It looks interesting.
Hey, look at this shit that just popped up on my fucking.
Disney belongs what?
Disney Charlie presents Bambi on Ice.
I'm done.
Who did that?
Is that a freezer?
I don't know. It's a deep freezer advertisement.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it's Bambi on Ice.
Bambi on Ice.
Someone called Disney lawyer.
If you haven't had first of all, if you haven't had venison, it's delicious. It is delicious.
Never had it.
Good, nigga. Don't be mad at me.
Further than Ravenhall Common Houses, of course. The Common Houses areas in the game are very nicely done. The entire game looks really good. The school looks like it was.
It's all about that Slytherin Ravenclaw shit.
So,
but wait, is that like out of continuity for Harry Potter, or is that like in continuity?
No, it's just the fact of. So, have you ever seen any of the movies?
I've never seen nothing Harry Potter related.
Okay.
I know the author is another story, but that's all I know.
No. So there's a lot of intricacy when it comes to Harry Potter, and the movies, and so in order to make the world in a video game, you would have to do it right and justice. There's a lot you would have to put in. There's a lot of moving parts that have to put in there. Like every going through the school, all the pictures in the Hogwarts are ghosts, basically. They're spirits. And so all the pictures move and talk and everything as you walk past them. So in the game, as you're walking through the halls of the school, every image has to move and talk and, like, you know what I'm saying? Do something in the area near you when you pass it. Like, this Ronin is gonna be good too. This is the one I was talking about here. But like, there's a lot. You really don't see the.
When that's supposed to drop, the Ronin shit.
You also don't see a lot of you see. Well, you see what Harry's common room. I forget what he is.
Yeah, but the Yakuza game did disappoint me because I thought that was maybe another reboot of Shinobi, which I thought would be more interesting.
Shall return.
We see Gryffindor. There we go. Yeah, you see Gryffindor stuff. You don't see everybody else's stuff. That's the biggest thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like when you were talking about the Ronin, I thought it was Rise of Tenchu, Wrath of Darkness, because that was my favorite one. Like as far as like old assassin games.
Okay, yeah, this one looked at it. Yeah, this is probably the only one I was interested in. This one.
Yeah, Ronin. This one I thought was going to be good, but then there's also the Assassin's Creed game that's coming out that's in Japan, but they didn't show it for state of play,
which is surprising. That was
right.
You think it happened that in Japan, Tokyo Gaming Show? You think you would hype that, but
right. But then Nintendo also didn't drop they didn't release anything about Pokemon, so. You know, maybe people are holding back just because, but that won't come out until 2 years from now. That Ronin one.
Yeah, but there's probably going to be a Pokemon Direct, probably in another couple of weeks anyway. Probably right before the release. So if we'll probably get it, in given the 2-3 weeks, we'll probably have a Pokemon Direct. Probably they'll release the Star Evolution stuff like that more in the game plots. But this did look interesting. God of War, I just don't know this series. I can't really give a proper opinion on it. I know it's popular. I know Kyle from Living Single used to voice act Kratos, but other than that,
you need to go back to day one. Even now, you still need to go back to day one. Like, you can jump in anywhere. Don't get me wrong. You can jump in anywhere, but you got to go back to day one. In Dungeons and Slytherin, most people don't realize Slytherin used to have classes down there. Right, yeah. There's a whole, when you talk about lore-based stuff, like, Harry Potter is heavy lore-based. When it comes to this gameplay, though, this is, let's just say the combination of bringing in some of the old games into the new game style. Like those are his old blades. You get those at the end of the last game back. He finally gets his old blades from when he was a God of War, like with Greek gods. The melding of the gods. What do they call them? What do you call the circle of gods? They're like their
Pantheon.
There we go. Thank you. They're pantheons. The melding of them is awesome because if you think about it, like you saw the wolf run off and take the sun with him as he went starting tonight. Like it's the mixing of the pantheons and I guess showing how similar they are in certain ways. Because that's the other thing is that a lot of the pantheons have very similar characters in each one. You know what I mean? Gods in each one. The fact that they made Thor a big dude, I'm all for. I'm here for it, personally. So
sure, it makes sense if you know the lore. People so used to Marvel's Thor. That's why I remember when they showed that people were kind of like, "Why does he look like Thor from Marvel?" But I was like, "That's Marvel's version of Thor."
That's Marvel's version of Thor. That's not what a real Thor would have looked like. Because Vikings were not. They got slimmed during certain seasons because they was constantly fighting. But other than that, if we got to go through winter, we got to make through these harsh winters. It makes sense to have a layer of blubber during that time. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what people misconstrue being big or being weak. And that's a whole problem that Americans have across the board. Like, your strongest men in the world, people who go for the world strongman, are big dudes. They have bellies. You know what I mean? Yet they lift more than anyone in the world. if you think about it.
Or like linemen for the NFL. Look how big those dudes are. I mean,
Right.
Probably not as much nowadays, but we talk about early 80s, 90s probably. They were big. They were big cats.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're in shape. They're physically in shape. They can move that weight. And if they ever were to lose it, think of how much more destructive they would be. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
You gotta also have something to fuel all that muscle and all that, you know what I'm saying, that movement. So
I mean, good example. I mean, God rest his soul, but Yokozuna from WWF back in the day. Look how big he was. Look how agile he was for his size. If he could, like I said, certain people, if they were alive with certain more modern medicines were out, like Yokozuna could have probably got gastric bypass and still probably wrestled.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, he also came from. I mean, he was following the old sumo traditions. You know what I mean? Like they about that life for real.
When it comes to Samoan wrestling, I'm trying to sound like a definitive documentary on that. That's what like The Rock or Rikishi or someone of their ilk hasn't done like a documentary on the history of Samoan wrestlers. That'd be an interesting documentary to watch.
I would watch it. I would definitely watch it.
There's definitely there's some lore there. I mean, they kind of tease about it a little bit if you watch the Young Rock series that was on NBC. They kind of tease that a little bit. I thought it was funny as hell because the people that got to play like the '90s wrestlers and even some of the old school wrestlers, like the actors are hilarious. Like,
oh yeah,
like they did The Rock all the way up to like when early WWE back in the Rocky Maivia days. They got all the way to the point where they had actors for Triple H and Stone Cold. Like that was my favorite episode. And The Undertaker, like they really did that. Like they really looked like the dudes from back then. Like the Triple H actor looked like Triple H. The Austin actor definitely was Austin. Even the Undertaker actor was definitely that's Taker. That's Undertaker, all right. Like you can't tell me otherwise. I know people give Young Rock some shit, but I mean the stories they were telling were legit.
Yeah. That's how those eras were though too. Like people don't understand, like there's a lot that they went through.
It makes you appreciate some things. Tell you that much. I think I was reading somewhere last week. I think they were talking about Jerry the King Lawler. Like he still semi wrestles a little bit. It's been 10 years since he had that major heart attack on Monday Night Raw. I was like,
yeah, he's supposed to be at Fanboy Anime in Indiana in a couple weeks, I think. Him and Rikishi actually are supposed to be there.
Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be
Indianapolis. Yeah. Yep. Them, him, Jerry, somebody else was supposed to be there too. I forget. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, if y'all get a chance, look up Fanboy Anime Expo. I think it's next month. It's supposed to be in Indianapolis, I know, if you're in the Midwest area. But they've got a couple more that are around the country as well after that.
Yeah, because constantly is just about wrapped up. I think once you hit New York, I think that's usually it. Yep. Like Dragon and I think New York Comic are probably like the last big ones outside of PAX. But other than that,
yeah, summer's slowly wrapping up. So
yeah, I mean sunsetting before 7:00 now, which is rude as hell. But
right.
Before it's gonna be 4:00 in the sundown, you're gonna be mad as hell. Like, why is it so dark already? Like, as you can tell in my voice, I do not like when the sun starts going down earlier and earlier. Like, I do not. I do not like it, Sam. I am.
Well, a couple quick things I wanted to throw out there. We kind of hit most of the stuff for the game, things that are coming out. So you guys have those updates. A couple things. One, Constantine. They did finally say their.
That was a big surprise. That was another surprise this week.
Yeah, they released that. This is supposed to be one of the images they've got for it as of right now. So I'm looking forward to that because he finally finished John Wick 4. He did the new Matrix movie. He finally got that out the way to wrap that up, and now they're finally letting him do Constantine because he's been asking to do Constantine again for forever. So I'm interested to see
I did not know that because the dude who was Matt Ryan, who was doing it on the CW shows, was pretty good as Constantine. So, not going, he was the guy did an excellent job as Constantine. I'm not going to even lie. Maybe that's why.
Well, you got to remember, Constantine is Marvel.
Oh wait, this is more. Oh, I'm thinking this is DC Constantine. Oh, okay, I did not. I thought this was Marvel's. DC's Constantine that he was doing.
I thought he was Marvel. Give me a second. Let me double check here because I
no, Constantine is DC. That's not Marvel. DC? Yeah. Yeah, Constantine is DC.
Right. That's my bad. Yep.
Constantine always been DC, but the guy who was doing on the CW shows, Matt Ryan, he did an excellent job as Constantine. In the Legend of Tomorrow show, Arrowverse, like that actor did good. He did a good job. I guess they would probably wait until the Arrowverse shows died out before they could do this.
Yeah, I was thinking Hellblazer from Swamp Thing. That's what I was thinking about.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah. But no, but like with all the comic movies coming out, having him go into Constantine again, like that was probably. So, okay, got a question for you. Do you think that he could possibly make Constantine do the same thing that Blade did for Marvel?
That's a good question. Honestly, I say this. If Black Adam wasn't coming out, I'd probably have a more better answer for this question, just to be honest. I think Black Adam's going to probably be I think The Rock's markability is enough that it can bring people back into DC EU, but I don't know. But Rock has his fan base. I'm not gonna lie.
True. I know I'm going to see it just because it's him, so I'm not gonna lie.
I'll probably wait for it to HBO Max because I'm not interested in DC properties unless it's animated. I'm drawing my line there right now. I was kind of semi-interested in that Batgirl movie that got canceled, but the way DC's been operating since Discovery and Warner Brothers merge, I just don't have no faith in them right now. Honestly, I really don't. Like Young Justice season 5 got canceled, which I'm still kind of pissed off about that. But then they'll cancel the they'll bring this back, but they'll cancel Batgirl, which was finished. You're just shelving it for a tax write-off, which I think is not fair. That's
really funny about that too, because there was a lot of things that they show for that, and I'm wondering, was that entire season set up to just be written off? Because everything happened all at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it was like back to back to back. Like we were talking about something every week. It was something was dropping off the shelf and no longer being. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I don't get I don't understand what Discovery and Warner Brothers is doing right now. This merger has hurt them. The only thing I am kind of happy about was Pretty Little Liars Original Sin got a season 2, which honestly I don't think that needs a season 2, but I don't know who's doing PR or marketing for Warner Brothers Discovery right now, but they're just picking and choosing just what shows can stay and which ones, because there's no rhyme or reason to it, honestly.
Yeah, that I definitely.
I know I heard rumors that the current CEO doesn't like streaming nor animation, which kind of explains some of the cuts, honestly. But the one caveat is the Batman. We're gonna talk about Batman again, but the Batman Caped Crusader series that was originally going to be on HBO Max.
That got scrapped too, though, didn't it?
No, it's being shopped around. Maybe this rumor's going around. Maybe Hulu, Disney, maybe even Apple will pick it up. Interesting enough, Disney picking up a Batman animated show would be very interesting. I'll tell you that much.
I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
not Disney. Like I
can see Apple.
Yeah, I can see Apple. I can see Hulu. I can definitely see Hulu, but I don't see Disney picking up Marvel. Not picking up DC with it having Marvel.
Yeah,
DC. There's something else we all need to be watching out for at that point.
Because Bleach was the first hint, was an inkling or something. Disney up to something.
Like
Disney up to something. Yeah, Disney up to something.
That's takeover. Easily, that's takeover at that point. Because if they got anime, they've had other merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but Bleach is the last big thing since Naruto that they've had properties to. So with that being the case, if they get that, if they pick up DC, you already have Marvel. No one expects you to have the competitors in the same camp.
But it's petty though. It's business petty, which I like. I love business petty. But you got a point there. I mean,
Disney don't care about, you know what I'm saying? Right, I understand money, no monopoly, but it's Disney. Disney is known for trying to make monopolies out of stuff and then acting like they don't.
I mean,
or I had it until this time and then I gave it away. You already made your money off of it. It's dead now. You used it up.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know, that Batman. Yeah, because it's like that killing. Like the animation department for Warner DC is almost dead at this point. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a Scooby Doo holiday CGI movie that was a sequel to that Scoob movie that got scrapped. Like a lot of animation stuff got scrapped, which I was highly disappointed with the merger, honestly. But speaking of like business decisions, we were talking about in the chat. I wait for Vocab to come back because something I was telling you on the chat earlier today about my business theory with One Piece. If we got time, we can go into that for a little bit.
Oh, which one?
But I was telling you about what's going on with Dragon Ball and Naruto. Could it just be a test run for something?
Oh, One Piece? Yeah, test run for One Piece. Yeah. I mean,
we got to touch on the real rap. We can kind of end it off on this. It's a theory. It's a good theory. Let's look for Vocab because he's One Piece too. I would love to hear his opinion on this as well. But the theory, I'll say
animation right now.
Yeah, no, we're talking more on the Japanese side of things. Is the Western audience? We're talking strictly.
Oh, you're talking about Fuji? Yeah, they're with Fuji then for that.
Yeah, because think about what's going on with those three particular properties in particular: Naruto, Dragon Ball, and One Piece. All of them, Shueisha, Shonen Jump, they're the ones who own those three properties. Toei has two of the three.
Yeah, Pierrot got the other one.
Right. So my theory is they're looking for another big West hit. I think My Hero should have been it, but they're gonna run out. They're gonna run out before they can blow it up the way I think they would want to do it in the West.
So honestly, here's the deal, though. Piroko has Naruto and Bleach as well, though.
Mm-hmm.
So one's got. Technically, they're all the same. Technically,
true.
Outside of Toei.
Yeah, but Toei got. I mean, all their franchises are hitting. One Piece is hitting. Digimon surprisingly still hitting. I gotta catch the new Digimon anime. I've heard it's very good. The Ghost Story one, Ghost Survival, that's good. And then they're finishing up Dragon Quest Die actually, which I need to go back and watch. I watched like the first 14, 15 episodes. It was pretty good. Dragon Quest Die. Most of the people who were working on Dragon Ball Super went over to that once. Once Dragon Ball Super
has been around for a while though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been airing. I think it's on like 85, 86 episodes. It's been out for a while.
Okay.
It's been pretty much on the air since Dragon Ball Super ended. So people been speculating since Die's almost over. This has been rumors going around the Dragon Ball community. Maybe Dragon Ball Super is coming back because Die is almost done. And then Digimon got unexpected renewal soon. So the time slot Dragon Ball Super had is currently occupied by Digimon, if I am not mistaken. So that's who has that. So Toei and Shueisha, I think, are waiting for Digimon to wrap up because people are waiting for Dragon Ball Super to come back, especially with Superhero doing what it did in the West. They need to keep the rev up the Western markets.
Yeah,
they need to.
I mean, there's enough right now though. Like if you think about with Dragon Ball though, they release something, they'll give it 2 to 3 years, and then they'll come back. You missed the Zennies.
I missed the Zennies too. They're awesome.
You missed the Zennies. But yeah, like they can give it 2 and 3 years and be safe without, you know what I'm saying, without any repercussion. At least on the West side, you know what I mean. Over here in the West, they can drop something, give it 2 years to marinate, let us make some fun stuff out of it, because that's what we always do, right? We make our content out of it, whatever the case may be, and then after that, come back with something else, and it doesn't even have to be major, just something else. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
If they hit at something 2 years later, that we'll give them another 2 years to make it. So that gives them 4 off top.
Because my thinking is this: well, we know One Piece is in the final arc. I mean, didn't Oda say that the last arc is 3 years, right? If I'm not mistaken, 3 years. Okay. Now, you got maybe 5 years of the One Piece anime left. I'm just doing a rough estimate.
Right, spitballing, right.
So, like I said, that Digimon, that time slot going to open up eventually. Super already has 2 manga arcs already done right now. And there's no Super manga this month either. So speculation is, why is Super on a hiatus off one of the bigger... I get it, superhero didn't do well in Japan, but in the West, it did numbers. It beat Pokemon, for crying out loud, with zero marketing. That shouldn't happen. That should not... If you're taking a marketing class, even if you're taking a marketing class in college or high school, that what Dragon Ball Super did in the West shouldn't happen. That should never happen.
That's some like what do you call it? Subliminal messaging type stuff. Like that's the level of enormity that's implanted in our heads about that series without them having to put anything out there, like you were saying. Yeah.
To be the movie that came out at the height of Pokemon with zero marketing, that don't happen. That does not happen.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen. I mean, even Demon Slayer didn't do that in the West.
True.
I mean, One Piece Red still hasn't come out over here, so maybe that might change.
True. Yeah. Speaking of which, what do we have? I have something for that one. The JJK. One JJK, the movie is streaming next week. So if you haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen 0, it should be coming out dub here in the next week or so on most platforms.
Do you need to watch that before getting into Jujutsu Kaisen proper, or? My
understanding is it is preview. It's like before, but no, it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll give you. I think if you've watched the series first, it'll give you a better understanding of.
Okay, it's one of those prequels. Like you go back and watch. Okay, it's one of those type of prequels. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
No, this is JJK. This is what I was talking about. So, One Piece Red surpassed JJK.
I returned.
Office. Within that first weekend or so. So overall, that's kind of was just guys. But again, Demon Slayer didn't do those numbers in any capacity. So
yeah, in the West, yeah, it did in the East, but not the West. So like I said, Shonen Jump is going to be in trouble in these next 3 years if they don't have another banger for the West and a banger for the East. When One Piece is done, the Shueisha as a brand is in trouble. That's what I'm thinking. They're still holding back Dragon Ball till One Piece is finished. Honestly.
So my thing is, I think they've got enough with One Piece they could string that out for forever because there's so many movies they can make of random timelines during One Piece. That'll last them another 10 years minimum.
True.
You know what I mean? Just like random spots and time frames and stuff like that, just like they did Z, like they're doing Red now. They can always go back and talk about Roger because that's a whole other thing that they opened up with Wano now. You know what I mean? They can always go back to how the Shichibuki came to be the Seven Warlords in the first place. That's a whole series in it itself. You know what I mean? Like how the original Seven Warlords became the original Seven Warlords. So
okay, I can see that. That makes sense because the Warlords were infamous, even where I'm at right now. Which just if people want to know, I did get through. I'm almost at the end of part 1 now, so I'm getting close to Aces. To what happened with Ace, I already know what happened, so don't worry about that. But I was telling Panda and Vocab here, I'm at the episodes where Luffy got out of Imperial down. Now they're doing the training montage for the other Straw Hats.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at. I thought it was. That's why I asked you guys if that was filler because I was gonna just jump right into the next Luffy part.
Yeah, like I mean, it is quote unquote, but it's more so like, okay, well, what were they doing during this time? Why didn't he go get them? If you want to know, like their glow up between then and when they start fighting again, when they do get together, that's how you figure it out. So
okay, yeah, because when I was getting through Imperial Down, I kept telling you, it reminded me of Muscle Tower from Dragon Ball, but then also with the anime. Keeping the same Thriller Bark opening, it kept reminding me of the end of Naruto Part 1 anime wise.
Mm-hmm.
Where like I don't know if you've ever seen opening 9 for Naruto before it went to Shippuden. It was a very interesting opening. Mm-hmm. It's kind of reflective on the end of Part 1, like it's very nostalgic. And that's what the opening in One Piece that I'm at now. It feels nostalgic. I can tell we're getting close to the time jump. I can feel it. Mm-hmm. But I know you guys said that Ace, I think, dies somewhere at the end of Part 1. And then that leads to something. You guys said that leads to another war or something. I know you guys said that. So, because I know when Toonami started back at One Piece and they started at the start of Part 2, and you had told me to go back and watch this arc, which I have been doing. So,
yeah, it's more of it's a context thing. Like watching them go through that and watching like the level of hatred and everyone who gets brought into this fight, like as you've seen, like you got Jinbei that got pulled in, you got Mr. 3, Bon Clay. I'm sure you've seen him already running around and helping out. Like, so that was a throwback to Alabasta. Like, you know what I mean? Like he pretty much one of them now. So we still waiting on him to become a member of the Straw Hats. Like, let's be honest. So
what Bonche?
Bon Clay, yeah.
Oh, I didn't picture him as a Straw Hat. I didn't picture Janembi. I could kind of see because Luffy was like, he was like, I want my team so bad. Luffy was thirsty. He was thirsty back then. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, he been thirsty, but to get him on the crew that long, I was like, oh, no wonder he was happy at the end of Wano when he joined the crew.
Originally, the storyline was supposed to go that he was supposed to be the one pulling the strings for Arlong back in the day. Because he's a sun pirate. So,
I see.
Right. So if you think about Fishman Island, and then you think about him running all of them gangs, because they all had respect for Jinbei. You know what I mean? And then you think about Arlong, it's like if he was pulling the strings for that would have threw a whole nother wrench and everything. But they decided to go. They didn't do that strand.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all timing. But like, yeah, as far as intellectual property, they've got plenty to pull from.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning to you guys earlier. I was like, I could see them, like, I don't know how much lore. I know One Piece is like one of the masters when it comes to lore. So I was thinking, like, that's probably, if they know if and when One Piece is going to end, I'm wondering, honestly, maybe One Piece will probably be able to do this. But only one other franchise has pulled this off right. Mm-hmm. And I'll ask this question to you two because you are the One Piece fans. Do you think that the anime and the manga can release the final episode right behind each other? Do you think it's possible?
No.
Nope. Not possible?
I don't think so.
I mean, could they pull it off? Yes. Could they pull it off? Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would they pull it off? I don't think so.
Okay. Because one thing I always like about Full Metal Alchemist is like the last manga chapter and the last anime episode came out about 1 week behind each other.
Yeah.
I love that. I was like, that is so awesome. I respect it.
That's my thing. Like, I feel like Full Metal.
That was lightning. No, I was gonna say that maybe it's just lightning in a bottle. I'm always wishing that.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I think FMA had a definitive end. Like that story wrapped up where it was supposed to wrap up.
Right.
Like there's no reason. Like don't get me wrong. Yeah, we could have followed them and seen what happened as they grew up. You know what I mean? Without the alchemy, if you're going off Brotherhood or with it, you know what I'm saying? The other way around. I think they would have ruined the story if they did that, and they knew that.
Right.
And so releasing the manga, it didn't matter if they already had everything written and they released the anime the next week because there was nothing coming after that. There were no more movies. You know what I'm saying? There are no FMA movies, right? It's just you got FMA and you got Brotherhood, and that's it. Like it's like I want to get a box set of those. Like I'm not gonna I'm not lying. Like I just want to get the box set of those because it's done. It's like it's something you can put on the shelf and be like, that was treasure right there. Like you said, light in a bottle. That was it. But with One Piece, because there's so much, and it's not that there's going to be any loose ends. I'm 100% sure Oda is going to clear all the loose ends up on everything. But I think that because there's so much extra lore built into it, it won't be an ending. It'll be a new beginning when he ends it.
I can see that. That makes sense.
You know,
that makes sense. I can see because One Piece, it seems like it's always been about the ride, not the journey. If that makes sense.
Right. Because you got people that are going to be mad when they find One Piece. If it's not quote unquote worthy enough, you know what I mean? People are going to be mad.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a national day of mourning in Japan. The day the last manga chapter comes out and the last day the anime episode comes out. That's gonna be 2 days of mourning for Japan.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be interesting because it's been in the culture for so long. Now.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece might hit 25. I mean, if it's 3 years, it's definitely going to hit 25. It's going to definitely hit 25 years.
Right.
Monty said, "I'll be there collecting y'all tears." I mean, if you just want to get us the series, we appreciate that. Like, you ain't got to collect tears. Just grab a box set for a brother. You know what I mean?
There will be tears to collect.
Get one for the crew. You know, get a box set for the crew. Oh, speaking of which, actually, I found this the other day. Hold on, where is it? Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
In one book. Like, that's one binding. I'm sitting here like, yo, that's
1,000 pages.
Yeah.
It's not to be read. It's just for a collection.
It's literally just for looks. Right.
Somebody's
Somebody gonna buy that. Like, I can see someone trying to read. I don't even know how you would read a book that long, but
it's 3 feet tall. So you gotta read it standing up.
No, you have to sit it on a table and just scroll. Like, you have to roll down the table as you read. Mm-hmm. Just get with a chair, just roll down the table as you read it.
21,000 pages. I didn't think a book could be that big.
Right. Either is or won't be Pirate King. I mean, I get that. Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true.
I mean, One Piece could just be a title. I mean, honestly, it could just be a title.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think that's the other part that's keeping everybody so enthralled, and is like, okay, what the heck is it? Because we all got our theories. We all got what it could be, what it can't be, what it will be, what it won't be. You know, we've seen the Joy Boy stuff. We've seen the huge straw hat that the world government got locked up in a basement somewhere. Like, Joy Boy was clearly a giant. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, something had to have gone down. You know what I mean? Like,
but if I remember, just on a little bit, I've seen some. Didn't the government have a lot of big secrets that they have not revealed? I mean, that was one of the main reasons Robin got into the crew, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Cena.
All of that.
And One Piece, I knew One Piece had lore, and that's why I was thinking spin-off potentials, because I know with Dragon Ball, the rumor is there's going to be another webtoon for Dragon Ball that might come out next year. At least that's the rumor going around. Not a full anime, not something on traditional TV, maybe on the website, which is why I'm thinking Toei and Shueisha is probably using Dragon Ball as an experiment in a lot of ways. Like, I think Naruto and Boruto has been used in a lot of ways as well. When you think about it, manga-wise, Boruto and Dragon Ball Super are both monthly mangas. Both both monthly mangas. What other big hits have ever? What if they do the same thing with One Piece? Like you guys were just talking about the lore. What if they do like a One Piece anthology series that came out monthly after Oda was done with One Piece? He picks somebody and say, "Hey, this guy, I knight you to continue the anthology series of One Piece." I mean, think about it. They've already had the the Sanji Food Wars stuff that came out. That was pretty cool. I mean, I read all 6 chapters. That was pretty cool.
And they could easily. The thing is, he made them so individual. Like he could have a series based off of each character after that, because I mean, they do become his people after. You know, those are his captains, right? So you can have Chopper being a doctor. You could have Sanji being a chef. You could have Zoro fighting people or taking over the mantle from Mihawk. You could have Nami being a meteorologist. You know what I mean? Teaching somebody else to do it in this new era of pirates and stuff. You don't know if the Marines are going to take over. You don't know how, because that was the whole point of killing Roger. It was, okay, the Marines will be done now. And then this was going to end the pirate era, and it didn't. You know what I mean? There's kids that are coming up under Luffy right now. And there's more devil fruits on the planet now than there were before because of the Smile Factory. So, light spoiler, my bad. But
that's fine. I figured there would probably be more devil fruit out there.
I mean, there's a bunch of different devil fruit out there that we have never seen. Even the originals, right? We've never seen. So,
I mean, because isn't Luffy with Joy Boy pretty much he has Toon Force right now? At least that's what people have been telling.
That's kind of what it was, yeah, to a degree. That's kind of what it was. But like, okay, so I pulled this up. This is from Solo Leveling. I don't know if y'all have heard about this. It was a webtoon, right? And it's getting its own anime now. The animation style, though, could you easily see that in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, that style. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
So what if you had another universe, this for Dragon Ball, if they wanted to keep it going? Goku is always that person you can pull up, who can pull up and run a fade.
True. Same thing with Luffy. Luffy will run up and pull up a fade.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're always these are these characters that you have now that are on God tier status that you can have run into any show at random, because A, they are universal travelers. B, they have instant transmit. You know what I'm saying? They can transmit from here to there. They've got the ability to do X, Y, and Z. They got the fruit that does this. You know what I mean? Whatever the case it may be, you've given them these abilities to transcend time and space in some capacity or another. And it's like,
hell
okay,
yeah.
Why not just have them randomly appear?
I'm just saying.
Makes sense. I mean, there's always the Zoro getting lost memes. I mean, you could do something like
exactly.
Oh my God! I just thought of one idea. Remember when Dragon Ball did that? Remember that isekai I think I told you about that was like the dude reincarnated as Yamcha?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
What if they did that with one of the One Piece characters? I'm not sure who. You guys would probably have a better idea of who they could do that with. Like maybe reincarnate as Jinbei or reincarnate as Ace. Maybe you could prevent yourself from dying as Ace.
Uh-huh.
Or you reincarnate as Shanks. Maybe you keep Luffy on your crew.
It'd be funny if Goku reincarnated as Ace. That'd be a heck of a character. That would be a heck of a character.
Yeah, I got reincarnated. Oh, like two people, one gets reincarnated. Oh, wait, no, I got it for One Piece. Like, you do it like that. What if one person got reincarnated as Luffy, and then his best friend reincarnated as Kobe?
Could be. I mean, there's always the possibility of switching the roles, too. What if at the end of the day, the Marines are really the villains?
Ooh, I can see that.
The Marines are the villains.
Well, I mean, we know that, you know what I'm saying, we don't trust him. But I'm just saying, like, what if, end of the day, they switch gears and now you got the Marines trying to take out the pirates for other reasons other than that? Or what if all the people who were pirates are now the Marines?
Oh, that would be fun. That's a fun one.
Redo the entire storyline with the Marines being the pirates and the pirates being the Marines.
certain clips like CP9 would be very interesting.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Think about the 3 admirals as pirates.
They'd probably be the 3 warlords, if I'm not mistaken, trying to switch the lore
Right.
around.
You got Garp, who was a pirate, was a head pirate who worked with Roger in certain ways, but his grandkids became Marines instead. You see what I mean? Like, you got Luffy and Sabo now are being Marines now with Devil Fruit powers, mind you, against Garp, who is now like Whitebeard in the pirate. Whitebeard is now a Marine instead of a pirate. Think about this. Like,
wait a minute. Let me add on to that. What if the Marines were kind of like the government in Full Metal Alchemist? Flip it that way.
Yeah.
Flip it exactly like that. The Marines would be just like the government in Full Metal Alchemist. How secretive they were with a lot of. So they would have the Devil Fruit problem, but they were doing mad experiments on Devil Fruit. That's probably how Luffy gets his power. Maybe Shank takes him in so he's not an experiment or something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing. Right. That's probably fanfiction. I wouldn't be surprised if there's fanfiction out there like that, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be a heck of a lore if somebody did that, though. That would be a heck of a lore if somebody did that.
But One Piece has a potential. Even, like I said, even a little bit, like I said, I've watched from Thriller Bark. Not Thriller Bark onward. I've watched from, what was it? Whenever Toonami, I think it was like Davy Jones back. I think that's what Toonami originally started.
Davy back. Yeah.
So I've only watched One Piece from anime. I've only watched the anime only. So I'm an anime.
No, that we're talking about ending. Think about all these shows that we're talking about that are ending.
True.
What if you did that with DBZ, like you were talking about? Right.
Like the way they kind of did it in Superhero with the red with how they got Dr. Hero. They kind of tricked them like that. Would be an interesting what if. Like what if Dr. Hero was resisting something else for right now. You two know which hashtag I'm talking about. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be nice tonight, so I'm going to not say that.
No spoilers.
But honestly, you could do that a lot. I mean, Dragon Ball, One Piece is probably one of the bigger lore franchises out there. So I know a lot of people are like, why haven't they done like Pride Trooper spinoff for Dragon Ball yet? They haven't done Universe 6.
Yep.
You got money on the table.
Those universes you could easily run any of those universes.
And then people were disappointed that I know we were talking about video games earlier. We didn't mention Dragon Ball Z Kakarot getting another DLC with Bardock as the DLC, which makes no damn sense. You could at this point just make another game with the engines. Obviously, you guys like the engine. Why not just make standalone games? I mean, they did that with Future Trunks. Now they're doing it with Bardock. It's like you have this great engine. You have a great engine. Why not use it for other games? It's obviously you guys like working on the engine. You like making these side stories. Just make a proper sequel. Like
people, if they're gonna spend money on it, they're gonna run it to the ground. Most marketing teams are gonna, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they stick with. They're scared of the newness of it and what it could possibly bring because of fandoms. Fandoms are powerful, unfortunately. Fandoms are very powerful.
Especially Sonic fandom, but
yeah. But it's more of a, we have to, I think and this is as a creative, as a person writing the story is still mine in my eyes. I'm not writing it for the fans. Right. I'm writing it for me because there are people who also think like me who will also enjoy it, if that makes sense. Right. I think that's why Goku stories like, Dragon Ball and One Piece and Yu Yu Hakusho and Full Metal Alchemist, I think that's why they lasted the way that they did and they had the following that they did, is because they stuck to what they were writing. You know what I mean?
True. You can't listen to your fans all the time. They mentioned this in Bakuman. I don't know if you guys probably remember Bakuman. Remember when they had the detective store and they didn't know what to do, so they started just using all their fan ideas? And then Eder was like, no, that's not the point. while it's cool to take suggestions from your fans, don't blatantly do what your fans say.
Yep.
That's why, like I said, I always say that. I know I've mentioned this to you guys before, but I think every anime and manga fan really needs to sit down and watch Bakuman. I wish it got an English dub. I really do, because I think a lot of fandoms if they see Bakuman, they would appreciate the struggle that these creatives go through, these manga artists go through. Because honestly, I didn't know how bad it was until I read that series. Like, I did not know. Like, I did not know they struggled like that. I didn't know they struggled barely making ends meet and stuff like that. Like, I did not know.
As an author, as somebody who writes, if you don't get picked up, you don't get paid. Period. That's their life. That's their livelihood. And they're when we say, like, if y'all remember going to school, you know what I mean? Just think about going to school and you got to write a 5-page paper. You could BS it if you wanted to, yeah, right? But if you actually wrote a good 5-page paper, how long did it normally take you at first, starting out? How long do you think it took you?
A couple of hours, probably. Maybe a day or two.
Once you got good at it, though, probably like 5-6 hours, right?
A good afternoon. Yeah, like a good afternoon, you probably bang it out.
Right. And then, of course, as you went through, if you went to college or something like that, or as you got longer papers to write, that became, okay, now it's a 10-page paper. All right, I'm going to need an actual day to do this now. Or, you know what I mean? Something like that, 20-page paper, where you actually got to research it and give this and this and the other. Think about having to do that every day of your life on top of holding down a job if you're not published yet. On top of holding a job 40 hours a week, right? And all the research you're doing is for your own gain, right? You got to research how this does and how this does that in order for the book to be realistic, or for the book to have the feel that you want it to have. And you're sitting there writing for days, weeks, months, years to put something out there that no one may see for another 25 years. No one may like it for 25 years. No one may never like it. But you put your heart, soul, and essence into this one piece of art. Have a good one, Monty. That is one art over that time frame.
All right, later.
Pokemon.
Yeah, like
for you, you will lose your mind.
Bro, right. Imagine if this happened to us, though. Like, because we're all writers.
I mean, anytime you pick up a new project that you're working on yourself, that's what it is. If you think about it.
True.
You still got to go to work every day. You still got to do what you got to do for your life, your family, everything else.
Like all creatives, regardless. This is, like, if you're creative, I would definitely recommend meeting it. I mean, think about Bakuman. They didn't really get big until they got to their junior year of college. And they were doing that since high school. Like, think about how long that is. That's at least 10, 12 years they were working on it.
I still didn't get big, and I wrote Bakuman when I was 5.
Yeah.
They're lucky. And the funny thing is, they kind of, the more I go back to the season 1, like, this predicted a lot of stuff that kind of happened now in modern manga. Because remember, this duo got a monthly manga, the Burnouts. The monthly manga, they got a monthly manga. One of their hits turned into a monthly manga. Then they were doing weekly and monthly. They were doing both. Mm-hmm. And we got certain authors doing monthly mangas now. The big ones are doing just monthly now.
Right.
I mean, Kishimoto, low key, probably would have did both Boruto and Samurai 8 if they would have let him to. They probably didn't because of Bakuman. That's something to think about. That's something to think about there. That's probably why he passed it off to someone, because probably Shueisha wanted to keep the brand going. But Kishimoto's like, I don't want to do Naruto anymore. I told my story. I want to continue the franchise. That's fine, but I want to do Samurai 8. And then, unfortunately, Samurai 8 got stuck with that editor that messed up My Hero. He messed up Samurai 8. He messed up. And Panda, you probably know which one I'm about to say. Red Hood. If you read that manga, that has some potential that just got ruined. Honestly, that's another thing Bakuman did bring up too. How an editor can fuck up a good series. I mean, you see it a lot in Bakuman. Like like I said, if you know subtle shit, and like I said, it's one of the most shadier mangas. If you know your anime and manga references, there's some shade. There's some low-key shade in there.
It pulls it up. Yeah, it definitely pulls it up. It puts it right on Front Street. Definitely puts it on Front Street.
Like,
We'll have to watch it. We'll have to watch it in Discord.
Yeah, we definitely should. Like I said, I wish it's one of those that never got an English dub, unfortunately. Not saying unfortunately, but because it'd be a good, it'd just be a good educational lesson for a lot of creators.
I'm not gonna lie, I would do it. I would do the dub for it, but there's no way for us to put it out there without them trying to pull it down for copyright strike.
Oh, you know that.
I would do the dub for it. If we can figure out a way around that, let me know and I'll do it.
I mean, I say no. I mean, even Team Force don't even do Dragon Ball Bridge anymore. So shit. So
right.
Even though funny enough, we're talking about Bakuman, they got burned out. By the time they got to the end of Soga, they were burned out too. They were like, you know what? We don't even want to do it. We don't even want to do the Buu Saga, which I kind of understand.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
They were hyped.
Again, they weren't officially getting paid. They were getting paid by YouTube, but they weren't officially being picked up. You know what I mean? It's still them.
Yeah. I mean, luckily they were doing Patreon and all that type of stuff.
Right.
They finished. I mean, even they're still going not as strong, but it's just like they're probably not as relevant anymore because they're not doing Dragon Ball. A lot of people just follow them for the Dragon Ball stuff, which I get. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, everybody got to branch on and move on. Even creatives like that. I mean, even Bakuman. I mean, it was the people who did Death Note that did that. That was pretty much just them just blowing steam over about what happened with Death Note, low key. Honestly, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, any creative, I mean, like even us doing this podcast, we all, anybody who's creators or writers, I mean, we all go through that. It's like we all out here just trying to become big. We're trying to get comfortable. We're trying to make this into a side hustle, maybe even a career. I mean, you just never know. Depends on how hard you want to work on certain things. And I think that's what I think a lot of people, I know we were talking about stands earlier, just to bring it full circle here a little bit here. Like some of these stands don't realize how much these writers and authors work as well.
Yeah.
And you see some people out there gatekeeping She-Hulk and say, oh, well, this is not how this comes. But do you know how much struggle some of these comic book writers got? I mean, honestly, some of these comic book writers, they just write the stories like that. They don't get paid on the back end for none of this stuff. Like let's say Scott Snyder writes a Batman run. He doesn't really get paid while he's under contract. If let's say you buy a Scott Snyder comic after that, he's probably not going to get a cut, maybe a penny, but what's a penny? Right. Like these artists and creators are making these comics, these mangas, or people are making these podcasts. Like you gotta respect the people that want to put the time and effort into doing these things. But we definitely could be using our time to do other things. We definitely can.
Yeah. Also true. Also very, very true.
So just appreciate your creators out there. I'll leave it at that.
Very true. Well, I think honestly, that is actually a perfect place to end the night. We got to have some other stuff we're going to touch on. We can touch on that next week, though. I think it'll be nice little side pieces to segue from this weekend to next week. But yeah, as Rod was saying, yes, watch Bakuman. If you are a creative in any way, if you yourself is a creative in any way, definitely watch it. If you like watching creatives, if you like reading certain stories or books or manga or watching anime, any type of creative thing, which 99.9% of us do, still suggest you watch Bakuman. Gives you a whole new respect for the people doing the things that you love to watch them do. So definitely. We kind of went through the games for the most parts of that. All you guys are updated on that stuff. It is. Dang, Rod.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at the time on my end.
I'm in the fields. It's just what you said is very, very, very.
It has sometimes it just has to be said. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I mean we talk a lot of stuff on here, but we're talking about stuff other people are creating. You know what I mean? Like we gotta put respect on people's names. You know what I mean? Like even if you don't like somebody, like hey, I don't like the way this person writes. Like they wrote a comic book series. What have you done?
Right.
You just bought the comic book series. And that's another thing. Just because you buy stuff, it doesn't give you the right to do whatever you want. So just gonna say that out there too.
Say that for the Disney people in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because you buy it, just because you pay $1 for it, don't mean you have the right to tell people how to do their properties.
I'm just saying. So, for all the creatives out there, keep your head up, keep your pen strong, keep your mind right. You gonna make it. Making it does not mean being rich. Making it means that you will be happy with your creations. That is why we create. We create because it's in us to create. As long as you are happy with your creation, that is all that matters. That is all that matters. So keep that in mind. Other than that, we'll catch y'all next week. We out. Feel free to drop in on Discord. You know, we'll be watching anime all week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I know I'll be doing something, watching an anime while we chilling. Vocabulary is going to drop in at some point. Rob's going to let us know when the Pokemon drops for Netflix for the battles with Cynthia and Leon. We'll probably do some of those in there. But yeah, y'all have a great rest of your week. Y'all got anything y'all want to drop in before we roll out?
SolelySpoken.com. We out here. I just put up a couple pieces.
Right, and then just follow me if you have my Twitch, Robbie the Wind. Follow it. I might occasionally just do a random stream of just gameplay. Like I was doing Final Fantasy X a little bit. I got up to Blitzball. I just haven't been in the mood to play Final Fantasy X, so that's why I haven't jumped back into that. Honestly, because that Blitzball. If you play Final Fantasy X and that Blitzball part, I might just throw it up there just for the hell of it. Or probably just play and just get through that part because I hate that part personally. So
yeah, some of those side games start getting to you after a while.
Yeah, Blitzball is definitely one of them. But I've also been playing Pac-Man World Repack, which has been very fun. It's been very fun. Maybe one night I'll probably do a run of that. Probably just play it from the beginning and see how far I can get and beat it. Give myself 2 hours, see if I can knock it out in like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And then probably be eventually getting the Cowabunga collection for Ninja Turtles. So if I get that, you're definitely gonna be seeing me stream NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. You're gonna definitely see me doing that. You'll definitely see me do runs on that. That was my second game I ever beat. Fun fact about me: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, was the second game I beat. First game was Kirby Adventures on the NES, so I beat them both in the same weekend.
Oh, dang. Not you said, no, we got things to do.
Yeah, that was just pure luck. Honestly, the Kirby Ninja Turtles I had like 3 hours of uninterrupted time, and I, by a miracle, won. I'm not going to even lie. That was a miracle. And give me the confidence to finish Kirby. I was stuck on Kirby. Beating Ninja Turtles gave me that confidence I needed. And that's another thing. Watch out for your young ones that are playing games. You see them struggling, try to encourage them. Don't try to help them out, but just try to encourage them. Don't beat it for them. Let them cut their teeth the way we did back in the day. You gotta let them cut their teeth.
Solving skills. Yep. Let them learn them problem solving skills. Gots to. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a conversation about parenting as a nerd. As a blurred.
That would be a fun one.
Yeah, we'll have to have a conversation about that one of these days. We'll break into that another time, though. But other than that, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all swinging by. We'll catch y'all next week. We out. Enjoy the wilds.